Alright. Alright, so is everyone else good?
Yeah, I got both my character sheets up.
Alright, and for sake of clarity for the recording, I made a mistake last session. I accidentally said that when they were originally about to enter the Aberrant Fey dungeon, the Mr. Sharper said that they needed to go in on that day. So, and we had ended the session as the day ended, and the next day began, and them going in, getting ready to get it or going in. So we're just going to go back and essentially just say that they're going to leave two of their compatriots. Obviously, they're going to leave their remaining compatriots to keep watch of Mr. Lucius to essentially help him settle in with the group rather. So yes, that is for the recording. Oh dear. But let's see here. When we last left our session, let's see here. Norlai had started uh, crafting and such, having a bit of a drinking contest with Watch Tech and Nolan. Hajime went out. What is Hajime doing? She went out shopping, yeah?
Exo- exotic proficiency.
Yeah, oh yeah, she went out to train, and Vera was out discovering a bit more about her. Went out and discovered a bit more about her sister. That being said, the state of things as they were left could have been better. I mean, Vera incidentally killed a man, but I mean it's self-defense, obviously. I mean, why else would you be pointing a finger gun at somebody that with the and your head exploding? Yes, yes, you're trying to pull a no you on the god on a powerful dark god of firearms and destruction. That it went well though. I mean, happy accidents? Question mark. But yes, fortunately, you managed to discover a little bit more, and you managed to recruit him into your group's special or not specialist. What was it again? I put him under experts as an investigation and information gathering expert, as well as somebody who has contacts in the Huntsmen sect of the Inquisitorial Guard. All right. And after getting the rest of the party involved, some things revealed to the rest of the party, such as Watchtex's actual, his real uh, alignment in terms of who he's associated with. You made your way. You made your way to the dungeon, and the adventure down the dungeon, and the adventure continues. So, which compatriot, if that you'd like to bring down with you, would you like to have accompany you?
Um,
Sorry, I should also add in that is not Nolan.
it's either Abdul or Benor.
Yeah, Abdul, he knows about weird stuff, but Benor is Benor. Abdul is a
Binder.
binder, and Benor is a channeler, Blink Knight channeler. Abdul is not a caster at all. Actually, He's a Swiss Army knife, while Benor is a Bowie knife.
So neither one
Hmm.
of them can cast it. Okay, that's. What
They're
did
both
they class?
useful.
Well, by the sounds of their classes, it sounded like they were some sort of caster.
Well,
Yeah, she can cast spells. It's Abdul who can't. Yeah, she's a half caster. It's Abdul who is not a spellcaster.
well,
And he
besides your
can cast
delegate,
spells, but yeah.
it's very few and far between.
Yes, it's quite complex in terms of how it functions. Would not recommend for first time players, for the record.
Yeah, but regardless, I have no idea who would fit better in the situation I'm about to go into. So,
And she is psionic as well. So she has some psionics as well. So she can help you with that sort of thing, or identifying psionic abilities.
uh, oh, so, like I said, at this point, I'm probably leaving it up to Mask and Flutter because right now I have no input. I would choose non, but not until we figure out if there's actually any play into it. So, regardless,
Yeah, we haven't seen a duel in a long time, so I'm kind of wanting to take him out.
any arguments there, Flair?
Flutter. Who would you like to have between Abdul and Benor? Who would you like to bring into the field?
Is, is Flair there?
So more consistency with Benor. That's understandable. So that and Benor has only had what one time with you guys. Well, you
No,
have. It's
we.
just briefly, and it's a large scale battle. This is more
Hmm,
small scale skirmishing, I guess.
I'm good with either.
All right. Well, in the case of both being new, all right. In the case of both people being neutral, and the one person deciding to make the decision,
Well,
the vote will go for Benor. So she will be joining you. So that the two charisma people will go and get the other charisma person used to this place, to your little shindig. All right. As you all make your as you. Mm-hmm. He's okay. He'll do his best as he always does. Though he does have some concern regarding his. He would gesture towards his gun, because while he has no problem with him having a gun, well, any tiefling having a gun, frankly, or any person having a gun, he's worried more about his mental state as somebody whose mental state fluctuates depending on his whom he binds to.
Hmm.
Yes. No, Lucius's mental state, coming from somebody whose mental state is predictive based off of their who they bind to. That's fair. He tries to raise a finger, like, but no, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. So he'll keep an eye on him. He'll try to freshen, or no, he'll try to try to befriend him essentially. And Alan doesn't really have any preference one way or the other. Since he's a Regent, they really don't care at all about race. It's more or less just pure merit. If you're powerful and you can survive, we don't care if you're half a demon or if you pull your power from a demon or not. You're good. But yes, Benor will join you. As you make your way down the cave entrance, and given your mirror and the such, Benor asks, essentially, let's see here, what was it? Yes, she asks specifically if there's anything she should be aware of in regards to why you're not letting her stay with the new guy. Is he some sort of, is he fast and loose in regards to his proclivities? Or does he, or do you not trust her to, not bump him on the head when he incidentally reveals what she is? Anything? Oh, sorry, you were saying, Duke?
Basically just confirming that your use in the dungeon would outweigh your use outside the dungeon. You're very helpful in melee combat. We might be seeing a lot of that.
She'll sort of nod and in essentially, she will say that yes, I am quite skilled when it comes to the martial arts with weaponry. Kind of stroking her as she appreciates the stroking of her ego in this case.
Mm.
That being said, she won't question it for. She will not question it further. So,
I should also mention that I am having trouble hearing Fluttershy for whatever reason. I don't know what's going on.
Is there something going on with her user volume on your end?
I have her turned all the way up.
I noticed that in the recordings, actually. She's sounding very quiet.
That's odd, but I'll see what I can. Because OBS is being difficult on my end, so of course it's going to take a while for this. But I'll see what I can do in regards to expediting this whole process of recording on my end. Anyways, so what was I? Yes. As you make your way down the cave, you notice it's not a step ladder. What do you call them? There's these like old style.
Is it like a spiral staircase, or is it just like
No, it's like one of those. It's like an elevator. Yes, it's one of those old-fashioned elevators. I keep forgetting the actual name for them.
dumbwaiters?
No, not dumbwaiter. Those are.
Well, that's essentially what it is. Like an old-fashioned elevator is essentially that. It's as close as you're gonna get a description because you're gonna sit here all day trying to think of the name.
Yeah, we'll just go for an elevator, which here nowadays it's quite rare. It's generally for the more how do you put this? The more high class buildings. I mean, real really high class.
Is it like a rope pull sort of elevator?
It is an
Or
is a wind elemental powered uh, elevator.
So it's literally another Warcraft.
Yes.
hmm.
Birdcage elevators, that's what they're called. Yes, a birdcage elevator. That's what I was trying to say. Yes! I win, brain. Anywho, yes, so you see it there, and I take, and you guys can, looking at as you make your way there, you can generally tell how it works. It's large. It's got like two buttons, one for up and one for down. And seeing as that you're clearly not going up, one of you just presses the down button and yeah. Uh, hmm? It's okay. You As you make your way down, you then start to feel humidity almost like slam into you. Very sudden, very strong humidity. And Flint simply says, "Why does this seem familiar?" As you see a large, deciduous forest with with the sounds of life everywhere. Odd chirps of animals and probably birds, the the howl of wolves and other creatures you probably don't want to immediately encounter, and very odd looking aviary creatures flying overhead over the tree line.
Is this
Anyone who
a
is proficient may roll a nature check, actually, for some of these creatures.
I was going to ask, is this a rainforest?
No, it is a deciduous forest, and before I forget, the one thing that you notice is particularly odd is that every single normally when you'd expect looking at the trees, you expect the leaves to be green because that's how they normally are. No, these are all purple. It's
Oh.
all purple leaves and stuff. So 31. You notice one of these creatures. It's you don't see these creatures all that often. I'll PM you the name of one of these creatures.
Hmm. Oh. Oh, I get it. Uh, she just kind
Uh,
of
hmm.
she just kind of points out to one of the giant leathery bird creatures. I This is concerning. That's a pterodon.
Actually, you'd
Uh,
also with a 15 actually wouldn't identify this because DC is 18 because these are rare.
Oh, so I failed by 1 point. Damn. Like
Yes.
it looked familiar, but I kept my finger on it.
would I actually for a past 30? Would I know anything else?
You know that they are found in southern Resh and in the border between Resh and the Serenian Empire of the northern Serenian Empire. Yeah,
Huh. And they are majority kind of.
some of these are. Some of them are just herbivorous, and some of them are carnivorous for just very very large insects.
Hmm.
It really depends on the region because the dietary availability and all that stuff.
Hmm.
So, but they are also they're omnivorous essentially.
Okay. Uh. Oh, and I want to get more into casting Druidcraft every day. To foresee the weather. Because I want there to be more weather instead of just every day be sunshine and rainbows. I want
All right.
weather to I want weather to actually matter.
Do you want to cast Druidcraft to find out the weather?
Yes.
Alright. The odd thing is, the imaging for yours, it's split. On one side, it is going to be. It looks like it's dreary with a chance of rain. It's cloudy with a chance of rain. On the other hand, it's sunny with sunny and clear skies. You do know that. Remember that it is dreary. It's quite cloudy and dreary outside of the dungeon. You can very easily put two and two together. That when crafting, whenever you cast Druidcraft. While in the dungeon, you'll also get the weather on the surface.
Oh. So here it's going to rain, but up on the surface it's going to be fine.
No, up the surface it's going to rain. Down here it's going to. It's sunshine. It is an. It is an underground. Is a dungeon in the form of a forest.
Every dungeon has their own unique weather system. That's actually.
There appears to be. Oh, that's the thing. It looks like you're coming from like clouds and stuff and the such.
Well, we're so deep
It's
underground
quite the
that
odd. It's quite the odd environment.
actually in the real world, there's an actual phenomenon of weather system if you go into a deep enough crevice underground, where you can actually have living creatures in an ecosystem underground because it has its own little weather system.
It's a very odd. It's a very peculiar sort of thing, but it does exist.
Yeah, but that fun fact aside, we're proceeding forward to where we gotta
Yeah.
go.
It
Yeah.
might be. It's a magical dungeon with aberrant fae, as I will set you down on the map.
Alright, so currently we're near the entrance, and this is the.
Yes, this little patch of dirt here, that is the essentially where the entrance is. Where essentially, when you reach the bottom, you find yourself at a very sad, dirty, very barren sort of patch of land. You see like a boulder on one end with several names scrawled on it, uh, like uh, like the Hell Hunters was here,
Yeah.
and yeah, shit like that for group names.
So, proceeding forward in the direction that we need to go, because I do not remember offhand.
It is, if I set it up properly, yes, every tile is 5 miles.
Yeah. Which means we're only going to travel a tile a day, approximately, if we're lucky. Which sucks.
It's a forest.
Yo. What?
There's no roads or anything like that, and
Yeah.
you'd have to do clearing.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, from what I got from context, because again, I can't hear Flash High for whatever reason. Yeah, it's like a fixed forest doesn't have like roads, unless you want to take the time to make like a pathway to make it so we can, easily just call for someone to come pick us up.
Yes. Additionally, the terrain.
Additionally, the terrain. You got it.
Additionally, the terrain shifts whenever somebody is not here,
Yeah.
or whenever a large amount of a group of people is not here.
Yeah.
A group being at least 4 to 5 people.
Yeah. So by the sounds of it, if like even if we did clear out the path, a new layer of forest could essentially be shifted into what we cleared out.
Yes, so you could bring a horse with you if you could fit it into it, which, possible. But if you are also able to summon it, then yeah. No. That's
If I hit 7th level, I want to learn an invocation that lets you cast Find Greater Speed. Yeah.
Regardless, all right. So we're traveling on foot, traveling towards. Was it? We're heading south relatively to the map, or fucking we're heading east, we're heading west. What?
The thing is, yeah, the thing is, they don't know. The main base doesn't know for certain, but generally speaking, the dungeon appear the ruins, which people think is where the second floor is, or third floor, stairs to, or stair elevators to the third floor is, should be around the southeast end
All
of
right.
this area.
So then we'll start heading a little bit of south. We'll follow this. I'm assuming river esque thing. But
Yes. The thing is, sorry. The thing is, ruin. Sorry, I kept on cutting out because Discord was being Discord. The thing is, with the way the dungeon is set up, or the way it works, it's that the trees are generally quite tall. Think Amazon rainforest tall,
yeah.
Like,
So
and the dungeons sort of meld into the trees as well. If that makes any sense,
yeah. So it
like
kind of
elvish villages
yeah.
almost.
I get the approximate idea. Yeah. So like I'm assuming they're also pretty thick too, so it's not going to be an easy task cutting them down. But like I
Quite.
said, it'd be kind of pointless unless you had like an easy way to cut them down to make sure
You
that
do have slashing weapons
I
that will allow you to
I said
travel at
easy,
a normal
not
pace.
fucking not labor inducing. You know, there's a difference between like, oh, we have cutting weapons to cut down a tree. It takes a day.
Well, not a tree. I mean, like, like a easy to cut away shrubbery and things like
Yeah,
that.
we need
that's obvious. That's obvious.
yeah, we need well,
Yeah, like I said, let's start
we,
proceeding forward. So let's start traveling. Stop discussing this. So let's head south. Flutter's not
Flutter,
doing
you were
anything.
saying?
I can't fucking hear you, so I don't know what's going on. It's a river.
that's a,
Like I heard. I managed to just barely pick up the river. I mentioned
Yes.
this as a
It
river.
is a river,
I
I will
assume much
say.
from just looking at it. I'm like, yeah, that literally looks like a
But
river.
looking at the from your guys coming in, it looked like it flowed, well, upwards, upstream, basically.
Yeah, so we're at the aft end of the stream where it's flowing now.
At least, yeah.
So we
And
get
this,
against the current, if you want to call it. So yeah, that makes sense because I may maybe lead us
oh,
wrong.
one moment. Alex, one moment. Yes, Flutter, you were saying?
And this.
I think that's the same as what Alex was saying,
Yeah,
but yeah,
literally,
that
like
is
I can't like I don't know if it's like you're having trouble hearing me and I'm having trouble hearing you and we're having some kind of miscommunication or you're just not understanding what I'm saying and I'm still not hearing what the fuck you're saying. So it's just me cutting you off and me not hearing you. I
it's
don't know.
likely the latter.
But regardless, let's proceed forward because we're sitting here discussing when we could be moving.
All right. So let's see here. So you guys are traveling at a normal pace, a slow pace, or a fast pace?
There's no reason to travel at a fast pace, nor is there no reason to travel at a slow pace.
well,
We're yeah.
well, actually, there is a reason to travel slow pace. We're in a goddamn forest, mind you,
Well,
with aberrant fey everywhere. The +5 to passive would honestly be pretty good. It sounds pretty good right now.
yeah,
And
but
yeah,
all right. So hold on. How many? Hold on. How many weeks did we set aside to fucking travel through this place? Because this is something I don't
Three
remember.
hey,
3 weeks.
I mean,
oh, Flutter, yes. Sorry, Alex, you're interrupting.
I can't fucking I can't hear. So
Yeah, it's unintentional. Flutter, you were saying? Flutter said that if that suggested taking a slow pace so that way you don't set off any aberrant fey or aberrations in
Literally
general.
what Mass was saying.
Yes,
Well,
green.
I said for a different reason.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I heard the Aberrant Friday, so I assumed as much as like because of that is reason. And I'm hearing getting called for dinner. I'll be right back.
Okay. He's I don't know. I didn't quite catch that bit. But he did say he was going to grab dinner, so he'll be back shortly. But it looks like the party's in general agreement, or most of you are guys in agreement to take a slow pace. Right, so that'll be half movement. I want to
uh,
calculate it again. That would be
a slow. Hmm. Don't you use like a voice changer or something? Wouldn't that possible? Hmm. Hmm. Well, there's something conflicting,
it might be Discord doing a what was it again? Background suppression. What was it?
but that wouldn't
Oh,
make her voice completely silent.
yeah, fair, fair. Yeah. Let's see here. So you guys are going at a slow pace. One,
That's
two.
2 miles an hour.
All right. So how long would you guys like to travel for? 8 hours, 10 hours,
I think
at
eight
most.
hours.
Hmm.
Uh,
All right. That will be useful for the future. And when
hmm.
traveling, you'll essentially be covering three tiles or traveling for 8 hours.
Yeah, I have Yana summoned out, my own familiar.
Yeah. If you're traveling at a normal pace, you'll cover 6 tiles. So essentially, consider it. Think of this as like standard movement for 30 foot movement speed character for base movement speed character.
Hmm.
You guys said it
Two,
was going to be a week.
weeks? No,
No,
definitely
it was a
not.
week for to check the area out, to scout, to
No,
get a feel for the area. I think was it? No.
no, it was like 2, 3 weeks, something like that.
Returning
Right. Yeah, it was
fast,
2 weeks.
so if we're traveling at
All
a slow
right.
pace, I'm not assuming we're fucking just going like that for just safety
Well,
reasons. Which means we're
good
gonna,
Mm,
news.
yeah. Which as a reminder for myself, like for how far the where we might need to go is far, we might need more time. So remember, we only have 2 weeks or a week.
Yeah, it was a
it's too.
So yeah, it's gonna take us. Wow, I was fucking. Yeah, it's gonna take like if we're avoiding everything, not counting for that, it's gonna
well.
take us over a month.
I was gonna say that for travel, basically treat it as like if your character was a 30 foot movement speed character, you'd be covering 6 tiles. If you're
Well,
moving at half pace, it would take you for 8 hours. Yeah, there.
well,
And
wait.
since
All right, so you're actually aspecting the rule because I remember correctly at DHL you'd only get like in a 6 miles on foot. So you're kind of
it,
aspecting that rule, which is nice.
Is it? Yeah, it's good to simplify it for the sake of like
Yes,
expedient for some.
that's
Yeah.
a lot nicer because that's
yeah,
because
Now it would
well,
be
yeah, being able to travel only 6 miles per
yeah.
day, traveling at no pace, that's
Now
fucking
you'd be able to cover much more ground if if some of you had something like favorite terrain or oh god, what was it again? But yeah, you'd be able to cover more ground with other if you had abilities that basically allowed you to ignore difficult terrain in
So you can travel
certain
at a
regions.
normal pace, even though traveling at slow. So yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I have one of those abilities. I ignore difficult terrain.
So
Yes, you do, but not the group.
yeah, we're talking about group abilities that can benefit with travel. But regardless, so we start traveling, freaking, start traveling like this way. Well, like I'd say go here so we can follow the river.
All right. So, who among you would like to do the pathfinding?
What check
Just
would
leave
I
that
need
to
to
what?
remember?
Would you just like to leave that to what? That'd be survival. Would that you
Uh,
like to leave that to what tech, or Hajime? Do you feel comfortable with doing it?
considering I have a 15, little metagamey.
You should do that then. Fuck.
Yeah. And what
Hmm.
check will give you it will help.
Yeah. Man, if I had proficiency, I'd probably be up there because I'd at least have an 11.
Yeah.
All right. You're able to traverse through the forest. Okay. You're able to traverse the forest relatively unmolested, aside from the occasional like mosquito and fly. Oddly enough, as you managed to make your way to the river.
Hmm.
So 8 hours have passed. Who would you like? So, who among you would you like to designate for looking for a safe campsite, hunting, if you'd like to participate in that, and or what was it? Yes, setting up camouflage.
Uh, actually, if Flutter is doing the scouting sort of thing, which she could do the looking for a campsite.
I thought you were doing the pathfinding, but
I'm doing the pathfinding, but she's scouring the map, filling it out.
yes, my apologies. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I yawned a bit. It's a bit warm here. What was it? Yes. Okay. Anyone would you like to leave Benor to do the camouflage, or anyone else to do the camouflage, or
um,
Oh,
what test were you
well,
doing? Like the
that would be a nature check.
Alright.
well, considering I want. Okay,
All right.
so I want. No, nothing really. We're just designating, setting up camp. My
There's 3 tasks to complete, or 2 tasks if you want to ignore, or 1 task if you want to ignore 2 of them. But one of them is definitely important, and that is going to be finding a safe campsite, and all that stuff. All right, that would be a survival check, and you will not be able to participate in hunting or setting up camouflage. Uh, they'd have to make a separate check if you want to like cover more ground. But you'd be choosing the higher of the two.
well,
But if you want them to be giving you the help action, that's also possible as long as they're proficient in it. Ah,
wouldn't she get advantage if she's getting the bird's eye perspective?
I would say yes. You can receive assistance if you have a familiar that has the ability to fly and or has proficiency in survival.
Oh, look at that. And it's got some hair and it's night.
Yeah, so they'd be able to, so you can use them to help with finding a safe campsite. So that'll just be that'll be a survival check with advantage.
For me, for Ryuk, or for my friend, or for her?
Whom would you like to use for the survival check?
Well, if she's using Eyes of the Familiar, she'd be using hers, wouldn't she?
Yes, she would. If she's just using Ryuk, then she'd have to be using Ryuk's thing.
1 second. I think
All
my
right.
off here.
Either way, your familiar will be helping in a way because they have a, no pun intended, bird's eye view.
Oh, okay. 20.
All right, soft 20. You managed to find a safe enough campsite. Farther, or clearing rather, farther away from the river, so that way it doesn't, you don't have to worry about any sort of flooding if it rains or if the waters get particularly rough, as well as, of course, magical creatures that may reside in the waters itself. You don't want to get dragged in while you're in your sleeping bag in the middle of the night by some violent water nymph. That being said, yes, you managed to find one, and you managed to. And while you're setting, and basically how I'm treating is that you're going to be like guiding and like saying, okay, don't set up the tents over there. There's like a small nest of snakes, and there's a snake nest over there, or pointing out generally poisonous plants to keep away from. Your standard Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts procedure.
Hmm.
All right. So, who would like to do? Would you like to perform hunting, or do you want to just rely on your rations?
We know we actually picked up rations before we entered, so we're fine
All right.
now.
And camouflage?
I would normally do that, but I want to dedicate this day and the next day to training.
Okay. Then, Alex, would you like for Norlai to do the camouflaging, or would you just like to allow Benor or Watch Tech to do it, or do you like to just forego the camouflage?
Well, I don't have proficiency in survival or even, well, if it be nature in this case, it's still only.
It would be nature, yes.
Yeah, it'd only be a +6. So I'd rather spend the day finishing up my training for Grandmaster Craftsman.
All right. So, would the party like to invest in camouflage, in spending some time to camouflage at all, or do you want to leave it to the players who are not currently?
If we got someone in the NPCs who can do this, or when the other players who are currently not here who has good enough nature
We
tech to make camouflage, please do so. But if
we
not,
All right.
it's an oh well moment, and we'll have to respect it.
All
Well,
right.
we have Flint, Wilczek, and Benor.
Yeah, so either one of them who has the highest nature check to disguise the place.
All right. That would be that would be Flint in this case because he has a 4 in nature and not proficient. Well, Benor only has a measly 3.
What about Wilczek?
So What's like a 0?
Oh,
It's an int based skill. Weirdly enough, but oh well. So rolling Flint. All right, that is a 23. He'll set up the camouflage quite well. Despite it being purple, it's not that much different from the usual forestry.
Yeah, but
So,
regardless.
and in regards to keeping watch, whom would you like to keep perform the watches?
I mean, after I finish setting up habits, now it's just a matter of rotation, right? Well, who wants to go first now? Kind of deal. Because
Uh,
Well, one of us is a warforged, and I'm a perception tank. So, perception. I don't know. I'm good at perception.
well,
I got dark vision. I could take when the
I
Watch can take first watch if you guys want,
yeah. I mean,
or last watch.
I mean, we have a +5 passive because we went slow, and I have a natural 25.
Actually, hold on. He can take two watches if you guys want, because he only requires 6 hours of sleep.
but so it's like I don't see a reason why we shouldn't have like a rotation or just like have even if he wants to willingly take two watches, we can't
Well,
force him
for
to.
keeping watch, I'm just going to be using your passive perceptions.
Oh,
So
well,
you wouldn't need to roll for anything.
well, all right. If we're getting that +5 bonus, then I have a 21 passive in that case, not a
Uh,
I have
16.
I have a 23 passive if I've got my
But
helmet on.
I'll be right
All
back. I'm
right.
just deciding the order. I don't care which one he takes. I'll be right back, and when you tell me I can roll for training, I can. I'll do that. I'll be right back. I'm just doing
All right.
some stuff.
hmm,
So
Can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you.
yeah.
Okay, good.
But so normally we'll be taking a watch. Watch tech can take two shifts if need be.
Hmm.
So whom among you would like to take any shift? Would like to take one of the would like to keep watch.
Well,
Just one shift.
I'll probably be exhausted.
Yeah.
Uh, so
All right.
no.
Then
Because I'm
who?
gonna.
All right.
Hey guys, sorry guys, I'm in a lull
Hello.
in game night.
It's fine.
We're setting up a Red Dragon Inn.
Nice.
Hmm.
Well, we're currently well, you may notice in the oh wait, you're not in the roll 20, but if you're in the roll 20, you'll notice that we're currently doing a hex crawl through through the aberrant Fey Forest
Fun.
dungeon.
I'm
And
not
now
allowed to
sitting.
play tonight because
Ah,
I'm sorry guys, I promised game night and I am a man of my word.
no, yeah, look, I understand. It's fine. So I don't understand though. What I don't understand is, Master, why you're making the dexterity checks.
Well,
Dexterity saving throw.
This is for my training.
Fair, right? Sorry. What was I? Yes. So it looks like it's going to be Norelai, Vera, and Watchtech who are going to be keeping watch.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep an eye
Uh,
on the
So
animals
it makes sense
because
to have someone keep we need at least 3 people to watch at the very least. I believe it says something
um
like that.
I'm also gonna keep a lookout for any animals because I keep forgetting that I have racial features as well, and one of those is speak with animals.
yes. So let's see here. Who'd like to take? So in this case, what would you guys? Vera,
Night
what
Owl.
shift night? What would you like? Flutter, what would you like Vera to take? Watch first watch, second watch, third watch, or fourth watch?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. And Alex, what would Norlai like to take?
Uh, really don't care. I can take second or third, like because I have dark vision.
Well,
Like when it's coin
Watch
flipping,
Tech can take the last two. Can take any two.
yeah, but it really doesn't matter. I guess I can take second or third. It's like if someone has preferred of doing later, I'll do second. Someone has preferred doing earlier, I can do third. I don't care.
Do familiars
So
have to
I'm
sleep?
leaving that up to arbitrary variables.
Familiars do, just like they need to eat and such.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Though they can generally fend for themselves.
Yeah, but yeah, second or third watch. If someone wants to take third, I'll take second. If someone wants to take second, I'll take third.
Yeah. Vera says she was going to take first watch, so okay. So, all right. Let me check something. All right, actually. Throughout the first watch, relatively uneventful. Though you do notice something odd come by.
Yes.
Let's see here. You notice a three-eyed squirrel with small little stumpy horns on the top of its head.
Hello there.
It just skitters and sort of looks at the rest of you, your campsite curiously, but doesn't seem to approach.
I'm going to try to offer it some food in exchange for information.
All right, make an animal handling check.
Okay, where is it? Uh,
18 or 8. All right. Let's see here. First, when you cast a spell and you begin to and after you say and you offer.
this one
Oh, sorry.
contains an inherent informational ability.
As you just take a moment to brush up on your animal speak and you speak to him, he effectively says, "What am I, a snitch?" Oh, sorry, not that accent. Wrong accent, alert. I am not a. What was it? Yes, here it is. I am not a deliverer of information that may end up deterring my local wildlife. What do you take me as, a heathen? Hmm? Well, you'd be right. DC was DC was lowered greatly because you offered food, by the way.
Excellent.
I love it. It's like how dare you call it heathen? But you're right though.
Well, you're right. So what questions do you have in mind?
What? You come from up above. You're very different there.
I do not know, bigger. Or rather, this has always been home to me, and you are much larger than. Well, you're actually not much larger than the usual residents of this place. Though you're certainly more. Oh yeah, he says, but you do seem quite odd. You have two eyes and you have yellow fur. I don't take it you're made of lemons, yes?
So, I would be happy to have this information.
Ah, you don't want to know that one. It's quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate.
Its life form?
How do I put this? Eating them is going to be agony. Their blood always sprays into your eyes somehow. I know. I've tried.
It's probably like tingly electric, right?
Electric is one way to describe them. Another way to describe them would be absolutely abhorrently made of pain and suffering. But yes, sure, that will do as well.
Two are not necessarily mutually exclusive.
I'm sure maybe not. I'm not sure not where you come from, but here it usually is.
But let's see, made of pain and suffering.
Well, yes, I mean, if any of the Guardians here were to say otherwise, it's quite pleasant when they do it. In fact, it closes up some wounds.
Interesting. But who did you say?
The Guardians. What, do you not have those in your world?
Maybe by another. What do you mean by the Guardians? I don't think
Well, I guess supposedly so. One of them is a large owly man, a humanoid thing. He's nice, not a bit grim.
So, what do? Do they just burn stuff?
Burn? No. They just keep watch, and if anyone attempts to, if any of us, common folk, have problems, they usually come in to attend to it. Unless they're the more selfish ones, but we do not tend to those ones here.
So why are they called Guardians?
Because they guard us. It's as they've always been for the past, I don't know, ever since I've been alive. Well, less guard and more like protect. They don't, stand over there and watch us like mother birds over a nest. But they pass by to make sure that that we aren't fighting amongst each other.
Do they speak the language of bigger folk like ourselves?
They speak the language of beasts and, I think, bigger folk. I saw one of you with horns walking by a few moons ago. Yes, I believe they encountered Ruby. Quite an unfortunate little tale.
What is Ruby?
Very big and very scary.
Yeah, we got that much.
Yes. But not scaly, surprisingly enough. I think. They might be scaly. I think they have horns. Or antlers. It's hard to tell.
So why is it called Ruby?
Oh, no. We don't know for certain. We don't want to know. Because the implications would be quite terrible for us. But from what we know, it's something that just the Guardians ended up naming her. Or him. It's difficult to discern. We'll just go for them. We'll just call them. We'll call Ruby a them. They're quite vicious. The oldest in the forest, from what we've heard, and likes to prey on other creatures. You see, as the squirrel sort of begins to almost instinctually groom themselves and pat themselves down. Yes, I still have everything. And wait, do I have it in advance? Wait, where am I not? Oh, wait, right there, left in my nest. Yes, good.
Does it have wings, scales, claws, tails?
It has claws and a tail. That much I've heard. But I also know it has horns or maybe antlers.
Is it magic?
I mean, probably as magical as you are right now walking before me. In the sense that I've never seen a creature like you.
And I've never seen a creature like you.
Well, it's only one of a kind. But I do know this. They can swim, they can fly, and they can walk on the ground quite fast.
So they're fat, so there's no.
And they can swim, fly, and walk. I don't know if they can climb on the walls though, but
You could fly. So there's no escaping it if it's after you then.
I mean that's my understanding.
Ask ask this little friend if he's seen if he's seen the elevator down.
Yeah.
It's an animal. It doesn't know what an elevator is.
That's generally true, yes. Unless they're from the
Well,
city. Which
Right. It.
like,
I'm going to ask you instead. Have you seen the place from which those of us above come?
no. Well, I did once. It's very weird and cold. Ooh. I saw a very ugly one of you. Had like brown skin, but no fur anywhere except for its. It had no fur for anywhere except its forearms, and get this, the top of their head. Absolutely horrifying. I know.
Huh. Sounds like a human or an elf. Or dwarf, I guess.
Well, I didn't get to see anything regarding anything else, but they also walked on two legs, which. Not alien, but certainly unnerving. Only the Guardians walk on two legs. Now non-Guardians are walking on two legs. What is this world coming to?
A world where non-guardians walk on two legs, obviously.
I don't want to live in a world where non-Guardians walk on two legs. I want to go back to where non-Guardians walked on four legs. Or on occasion two, but then switch back to four.
I mean, I walked on four legs once when I was an infant.
You should have stayed that way. It's much more comfortable this way. Anyways, anything else you want to know, or will you be giving me that delicious meal? Quick.
Oh, sure, here you go.
They just grab it and say, "Hey, see ya, sucker!" as they just run away.
I mean, that's assuming that we didn't get what we wanted, but okay, sure.
Yeah. Again, I'm probably not the smartest here.
I'm like, I don't think you know what that word means.
Well, that aside, your watch is quite uneventful.
did I pass my training? 15.
No, you did not.
Oh yeah, that reminds me about my training. I gotta roll mine. Is it one roll or two?
Yes, it is one roll.
Hmm.
It is one roll.
Let's see. That's 35.
Yep, you managed to succeed. Get another day of progress.
To 20 days. I got 8 more days.
What's the DC for my check? 17.
Yes.
Okay.
It would be
Oh.
16 if you had a trainer, but what a shame.
Alright, so I'm guessing it's now on to my watch if I'm going Sega, right?
Yep, it is now normalized shift. Normalize. As you spend your time, keeping watch and all that, you do notice something, sort of stop by, so to speak. Let me just pull up the proper image so that I can put it into Thursday group general chat. If it will load properly. Load, come on. Yes, there we go.
Hmm.
And now it's taking its time to load again. Gosh darn it. Rather not coming from the forest itself, but rather you see on the river. If it will stop freezing up on me, please. Okay. There we go. Yes. So before you, I'll just put it into the general chat. In the stream, you see this sort of stick its head out and put its front claws on one of the rocks and looking at you.
That is that a fish badger?
A badgerfish, yes. It is rather large. It's about the size of a carriage.
I just remembered I have honey on my person. I'm gonna like recognize he has a badger face. I'm just gonna put out like one thing of like honey, a little bite, and just like crack it open and like and toss it over so it can have it.
Alright. It clatters in front of them onto the rock. It sort of looks taken aback and sort of scuttles back. Then sort of slowly sort of sniffing around it and looks the inside, where you see its pupils just immediately dilate to joy and begins to sort of just shove its entire tongue into it. This small little honey jar. Oh, he found a badgerfish. Large, carriage-sized, in terms of width, badgerfish in the river.
I'm almost tempted to do stuff. Think about it.
Is currently just, and as it finishes looking through the honey, it tries to paw off the jar. As you immediately notice, it's stuck.
I'll go over and help it out.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh boy. Alright, animal handling. Not proficient, but at least I have a +6.
Yes. A 12. You begin to approach, and it sort of lets a as you approach, but as you sort of very clearly and make it known that you're not hostile, it cautiously lets you approach. I take it you're gonna pull out the jar, yeah?
Yeah.
Make an athletics check
Oh boy.
for a sleight of hand.
What exactly? Alright, my sleight of hand. And
Do you
another
wanna-
power because I natural 1. Sweet lord.
Do you want to re-roll that, or?
Yeah, I wish to befriend the badger and not make it my worst enemy.
And Flutter, a little book called Tomb of Beasts 2. Tomb of Beasts 2.
Sweet, I'm sending that to my People for Dory group.
It is not called a badgerfish, though. I will PM you the stat block. Yeah.
Yeah, I am curious what this thing is because it's neat looking. It's interesting.
Yes, it is. And it's also size huge.
Sweet lord. So here's what I'm gonna do after I free it. I'm gonna see if I can try to befriend it and try to have it join as a permanent candidate as I pull out another bottle of honey. I have
Alright.
And
You, with a 19 in athletics, you managed to pull it out.
yeah, so I assumed with the 19 I managed to pull it out, and I will proceed to see if I can befriend the freaking
Make an animal handling with disadvantage because you pull out the jar and it realizes, oh, honey, wait. That thing it's in is evil.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do, realizing it would get stuck. I'd, let's see, do I have like any sort of thing I can port into? I think, shit, unfortunately I don't have, actually, I do have a tankard, which is currently empty, which is a lot more open. So I'll port into that and offer it. It's like seeing how it's a lot less narrow and less likely to get stuck.
Alright. Make it. Okay, make the animal handling check normally.
Yeah.
See if you can start a bond.
Please don't screw me over. Why?
Let's see. Oh god, roll 20.
Like, it fucking... Why couldn't I
Alright,
have
look.
advantage? Because I clearly fucking... It liked honey, I realized it got stuck.
It does. The thing, it barely trusts you. This is like... It's like going on the first date. Yeah, sure, you're doing quite well at first, but...
Wait,
it's
how big
got
is
that...
fucking-
Yeah.
It's about... on the bottle holds about a pint. It doesn't specify, like, how big is the bottle itself. And I also said I kind of, like, I broke it... Like, I pretty much... broke it open, I thought so.
Well, opened it up and poured it into it. It won't take that long. Plus, with the humidity, it would have softened it a good bit.
Yeah, but that sucks. Like, I can't catch a break. Like, anytime I try to do anything with Norline in this game,
All right,
I get
understood. But I will just... Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It licks up the thing, and it scampers backwards back into the river.
God damn it.
If you want, you can make an insight check.
Let's see. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
All right, can I?
That's...
Can you?
I'll...
That's too natural.
Okay, I'll give you... Okay, this is... yeah, go ahead, re-roll this, because this is the third natural one.
Okay.
Not in a row, but okay.
Jeez, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like
1 in 400 chance, by the way.
that's fucked.
So consider yourself lucky or unlucky, whichever case doesn't change the end result.
Unlucky because anytime I try to.
Well, either way, if there was a little text box, if there's a little text box in the top left-hand corner of a I don't know, if there's a text box in the top left-hand corner of the screen, it would say, "This creature will remember this."
God damn it! All right,
So, but it's not. But on the bright side, you know that it doesn't dislike you.
all right.
It will just remember you for what you've done right now.
I was at least nice to it and realized it got stuck. Like, I still don't understand why I had to roll with disadvantage. Even normally, it's like it likes
The jar. That was it.
Yeah, well,
You pour it out so it was rolled normally.
I'm talking about like the first time it got stuck because when I threw the bottle, I thought I threw it in a way where it would kind of smash open, like part going off, so when I know it wouldn't get stuck.
Fair. But also the jars are far stronger than you give it credit for. Anyways, that aside, moving on. So, for the most of your watch, it's generally quite peaceful. You get like the odd tricloptic squirrel passerby, but not much else. Is there anything else?
Yeah.
Hmm?
I had the proper tools. I'd say make like wool or something, but I don't have fucking wool tools or purpose to do.
Yeah. Plus, you only have 2 hours at most.
Well, I'd find like a piece of wood that already.
Fair. Yes, but either way. So your shift comes to an end rather peacefully, and nothing happens on WatchTech's shift. And with that, all right. So pathfinding again for Hajime, and with WatchTech giving advantage. All right, and also mark off a ration from your inventories. If you haven't already.
And that's one of the reasons I got like 100 good berry pops.
Yes. Let's see here. So, all right. Yeah, with the 32, you managed to make your way through the forest unmolested. Do you want to go for the same shift number, for the same shift as the previous day, or hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so
Until I get proficiency in my weapons, I'm going to be continuously training with them.
all right, in that case, and I'm assuming you guys are gonna maintain the same shift, yes?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, just for the sake of expediency, so let's see here. All right. Huh. Another peaceful night. Nothing generally happens. It's quite well. Serene is the only a bit odd though. For the first time ever, you see a cycloptic fox with blue fur. It also had antlers, really big antlers. Like, good God, how is that neck able to even support them? That big of antlers.
Interesting.
As well as a what I can only describe as a barn owl with just passing by, slowly turn towards your general direction, and then flying by again.
Wait, who's on watch now?
Well, this is on. This is after your watch.
On travel.
Yeah, while on travel. So, Hajbit, yeah, you saw a no-eyed barn owl with no eyes. And nothing weird happens with Podstick, at least none that he's willing to explain. Or, say. Or mention, rather. And with that, let's see here. Next day, another survival check.
Okay. Let's see. And
32. All right. Going to go for the same people. Hey, one more point of progress.
No,
I'm going to use
that 22 from that 22 I re
training.
Yeah, that
You do,
well,
but you also have to set up camp.
I'm foregoing setting up camp to train.
And Fleet will take care of camouflage. Basically, you know how I'm going to do it? It's going to be passive, in this case, each of your skills, based off of whether you're just going to be using your skills, but we're going to just go for passive just to save on time.
Yeah. And the day before I rolled a 22, I re-rolled from a 6. So I passed.
Yeah. And so I'll make the nature. So no hunting again on the second night. On the second night. Unless you guys would like to say otherwise.
Well, I'd like to check to see if I can speak with one of the animals again and find out if it's safe to hunt here.
All right. If it's what?
If it's safe to hunt. If we're not gonna have any weird consequences because of it.
All right. General animal handling.
I've returned. What did I miss?
Vera's gonna try to speak with the animals to get a feel for the area.
Yeah, that. I would have relayed to counter that thing and I ensured that if anyone had a bull that I could actually use to try to prevent that thing better, I'll go up. So they counter it.
And fanfare. Woo! I completed my exotic proficiency.
Congratulations.
I'm going to use I'm going to offer food.
All right. it won't consume your ration, but you'll, yeah, but you do give it. It'll be like a small portion. Effectively, how do I want to? What sort of weird creature can I? All right. So you approach a what you can only describe as a dogapede, or a wolfapede. Yeah, wolfapede. A centipede wolf. Uh, they look at you, and upon noticing that you're immediately approaching them, they go, "Oh shit!" and run away, which is
Animals.
very off-putting because it's kind of got like 10 pairs of leg. It's got like 10 pairs of legs, and it's a wolf. So
I'm going to have to get
ooh.
into it actually, since this is since it's a wolf too, at least partially.
Oh, a four-leggy? No, it's definitely gonna run from that. Like, oh god, what sort of unholy creature? Only 4 legs? What the hell? Essentially, you'd hear. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Essentially, these creatures, what you'd consider normal is odd to them, and what you'd consider odd is normal to them. Like, not being born with 8 eyes? That seems a bit sus there.
Unusual to spiders.
Well, to non-spiders, obviously.
What's
But that
chaos
being
for
said,
the what's chaos for the fly is normal for the spider.
yes. That being said, camp is set up. Shifts, let's see here. How do the shifts go? Oh. Oh, this might be interesting. Alright. So, whom among you would like to call for something?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I just got
Well,
this.
I'm going to asking you to call for like high or low, or even or odd.
I mean, if it's
Whom
like,
among you would you like to call for that?
all right,
You have to
is this on Flash Ice Blast? Is what's going on?
anyone.
All right.
Anyone can call for
Hi.
this.
I call for the
No,
dice falling off
I
the
was
table.
asking for the situation of like this is
Not
something.
possible, so yeah.
I,
Not possible, so the dice falling off the table, so Duke.
It is to use physical dice.
I'm not using physical dice for this one. So Marston, roll a D100, but beforehand call high or low.
Hi.
Alright.
and it's
Low.
You should
Damn it.
have me do it.
Well then. What a shame. What a rotten way to die. As let's see here. Give me a moment. I need to pull up
This
the
is the next day
sheet.
for resting, right? Or we're traveling. All right. I'm fucking
This is the
confused.
second day.
All right.
Yeah, this is the second day.
So this is occurring during travel, not night rest. Okay.
This is occurring during travel, yes.
Okay. That's
This is for if you encounter something during travel.
yeah. That's what I was
Which,
trying to fucking figure out. I'm like, why are you saying
yeah.
high or low? Are we during a long rest? This is the way I was getting, and I was getting answers.
Alright, let's see here.
Also, why?
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Why are we moving at a normal pace? Weren't we like here?
It was it was a. Yeah, this is the third day, my bad. This is the third day.
Oh, for the
My apologies.
You gotta tell me this stuff because like now I gotta roll 2 more checks. Like at least another check. Like yeah, I think 2 more checks and then write out 2
Wait,
more rations.
hold on. Actually, hold on a moment. Let me check here.
Because like I went to go
Uh,
grab more slices and I was
no,
like,
yeah, this is the third day. My apologies. Yeah, this is the third day. That's wait.
Yeah,
Is this the third day? Yeah, it is.
I left for a couple of minutes and we already skipped 2 more days. It's like okay.
Are we in the
Yes.
middle of the day?
This encounter is going to be the middle of the day before you set up camp.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 2 more checks I gotta make with brew supplies and write off 2 more rations. Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah. This is why I was trying to ask, and I was just like, man,
My apologies.
I
Yeah.
was not getting a straight answer.
Sorry. All right. All right.
How the fuck it rolled over to a fucking 13, and it still says natural 1? What the actual fuck's going on? Something's wrong with the fucking dice, man. Because like it's
Ah,
all right. Do you have physical dice turned on, right?
no.
Why am I on the one? What the fuck?
Okay, you
just
want to show off a bit?
No,
I
no.
understand.
I'm like I'm
I'm
asking.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it was just like an honest question because I was wondering if anyone else was seeing what I was fucking seeing.
no, I don't have physical
Yeah,
dice
well,
enabled.
it will show up on the recording how it fucking clearly rolled over to a 13, but it still counted as a natural 1. It's like, what the fuck?
Mm,
Shenanigans! Yeah, fucking. It'll show up on the recording, but fucking regardless, that's fucking
Oh,
stupid.
sorry about that.
well, you have my luck from yesterday. 5 nat ones all across the game.
Yeah, this is my luck generally in normal because whenever I want to try to do something like interacting with the party, it kind of gets ixnayed with normal.
Well,
Yeah.
you just gotta roll with the punches.
Well, I've been trying to do that, and every time I try to do that, and it's like try to get back to being like, I want to be interactive with the party. It gets sidelined and skipped over.
So I'm just gonna set you guys back here, and let's see here. What was I gonna? Yeah, there we go. Set down the grid on. Yes. Yes. And set up your tokens about.
Actually, this is
Where are you?
a
There we are.
question, Auntie. Even with a natural 1, would a 17 still count as a pass?
It would, yes,
Alright, so that means I
but
still.
it's a natural one,
But
so
natural 1 doesn't count as automatic failure unless it's attack rolls.
usually. But for this,
You're rolling it as
yeah,
such, okay. That's why I was
yeah.
fucking wanted to ask.
Okay,
Oh.
all right. So
Mhm.
set up your tokens inside this yellow square as I pull up the gosh darn sheet. If it will finally stabilize, if Roll20 finally stabilize on my end, so I
It'll
can
never be
pull up the
stable. It's
awesome
gonna be a bad
monster.
one.
Let's see here, because this is a very fun monster I've been meaning to use for a long time, and this I'm excited.
I'll be right back.
All right.
We're still traveling at a slow pace,
All
so
right.
it'd be hard to sneak up on us.
Well, it won't sneak up on you. I'll tell you that much. Oh god, it's definitely not gonna sneak up on you guys. Oh god.
Mm. So I was
Let's
wondering why
see.
I didn't. I was wondering why I didn't have rations in my inventory, but then I realized I have a sun drinker.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Abs-
Nothing much. I'm just currently trying to find the gosh darn stat block for the gosh darn monster.
Oh, so that
Heck.
counts as a ration for you, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
3 of those
see.
were rations. Jeez.
mm,
So, yeah, all you need is a water source.
yeah, and I think the river counts as a water source.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you want me to describe this creature real quick? Because it's taking me a day and a half to pull it up.
Nah, we'll be
Sure.
patient because we're now, like,
Alright.
let's build a suspense by not knowing what the fuck this thing's in until you do.
Okay. Thank you, I guess. Let's see here. Where are you, you evil son of a... Listen here, you son of a bitch. I will not have this. Okay? Okay, Roll20?
Yeah, if roll 20
No.
is not.
Strong words.
Yeah, if roll
I'm
20
sorry
is
for the
not.
strong words, but still.
Well, it's at this point where roll 20 is just, like, not agreeing with, like, it's being in. Like, it'll
It's
cooperate.
being mean.
Yeah.
It's being unusually mean.
Yeah, and it's clear of me fucking rolling a lot of natural ones.
Mm.
So yeah, it's
Where
gonna
are
be.
you?
either fucking Roll20 does not want you to place that specific monster, or it's just being laggy.
Let's see. Come on. No, that's not. That's not what I need. That's not what I need. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places. Oh, did I? No, that's not it either. Gosh darn it. Maybe. No, it can't be that easy. Can't be that easy. Alright. Go. Yes. What the?
Is it just not letting you like pull up the quick monster sheet or something?
Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. And. Alright. Alright. Okay, there we are. So, it should be. No. Actually, I'll save that for later. Sorry, technical issues here.
You might not just be able to use that monster if it's having connection issues of
No, I know it's here. I just need to find you, you gosh darn thing.
Oh, so
Well, you didn't. Yeah, do actually. Vera Flutter, you didn't sit down Vera's token into the square, by the way. If you could please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right in front?
The yellow square. Or this would be right here for the front. That's not what I'm looking for, I think. All right. All right. You know, I'll just give a general description. You know a T-Rex, right?
Okay.
So you know those nice things that Triceratops have. You know that fin on their head.
Okay, you're being really vague.
Yeah, they have that on their head, as well as I think a horn on their nose, or their nose would be, if I remember correctly. There you are! Haha! There!
Man, I was about
Yes!
to say, like, man, if you can't find it,
Yes!
you might have to just use a different
Yes! Right here! You see this?
Oh, that's something like a T-Rex fucking what is it?
Triceratops.
Yeah.
And let's see, where are you?
There's more.
Oh, it's a T-Rex. It's a T-Rex that's had a Triceratops. And sure.
Yes. Yes, you do. Yes. Oversimplification, but yeah, actually no, this is fine. This is fine. This is after so much time, yes. And also these sort of next to it. It will finally.
What?
Yes. 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 Oh what no. Yes, actually.
Why
No, that's not where I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing, so.
No, I was about to say, like, why are there two of the... Okay. What are this? Alright, there's no way I can look up the stats of the creator. I'm just curious, what the fuck are those CRs?
Let's see here. I'll just outright tell you for those little feathery things. One.
Okay.
However, you know, the other thing, the big Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus, 13. Well, no, not
No,
for you guys.
it is a boss fight because we're currently level 13. That's CR 13 with 3
Mm-hmm.
bronze. This is a
Well,
boss fight, man.
You gotta
not quite. Not quite. Keeping count
a
your
boss.
equipment.
You gotta remember, this is a power fantasy. With our feats, magical items, and equipment, we're dealing with CR20 as a boss.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
like
This is like a
no joke.
mini
okay.
boss.
So, from my perspective, you guys have powerful magical weapons. I don't. To me, this is a boss fight. To you, this is everyday Tuesday. That's what I'm trying to
All
get across
right.
because right now I have some things to make it so I can handle combat, but
I'm just going to be rolling for the group as a single entity.
nothing that's like cognitive combat.
Yeah.
Man, I can't keep like a high roll. I keep rolling fucking back and forth between like either.
You know who I
Hey,
blame?
I blame
I
myself.
blame Himmler.
I'm just having shit luck. I just can't catch a break. Don't worry, like fucking dies. I'm just like fucking
well,
really depressed. Guys, yeah, I'm like as I'm realizing more and more with the like guys. I'm like I'm more like interactive based character than I am like fucking fucking battle ready. Like I'm trying to get there, so I am, but it's like I am still far behind.
Okay, never mind. Okay,
It's
okay.
kind of unfortunate.
And I'll just put that there. And Flint.
Yes, I did reach level 5.
Alright, then descending order. I would set up boss music, but I'm not going to. As it lets out a loud roar. I'm not gonna do the sound effect verbally, so no.
it's more like an undead
Oh,
sort of spirit.
Well,
yeah.
Triceratops Tyrannosaur T-Rex.
Insert Godzilla roar here.
So starting at the top of the round, how's your me? Actually, hold on. Wait. Actually, hold on.
I'm also rolling for my pets.
Yes. I also need a roll for your players who are not here and the NPC.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up the yeah. I'm going dead last. Fuck it.
Hmm.
This might actually work in my favor because, like I said, normalized not really has stuff that's really combat beneficial outside of fucking camera stats.
Yes. And it gives you a lot of time to process and make your decision. Actually have more impact.
Meh.
Mm-hmm.
More than just, first blood. Not saying that first blood's bad. Quite the opposite. It's quite good, but it gets stale after a while.
Flynn's going first, but it looks it.
Starting off is Flint, as he will. Yes. Bonus action, Hex on. Oh, actually, no. Bonus action, Hex on this guy. Or not this guy. This guy. It's gonna move over here. And he will Eldritch Blast 3 times on him. We just mark him as Hex. There we go. And a 1. That's a hit. Why is there no? Okay.
You guys don't know what. Yeah, complete that sentence, man.
Oh, his Hex is not set up there for some reason.
Yeah. We'll manually
It's
roll.
fine.
Yeah, we'll manually roll
Fixed.
the guys together.
There we go. I set it rather quickly. And a 1. And a 2. Hold on. That also hits. And a 3. That also hits. Where's this luck when I'm playing, huh? Where's my luck?
See, here's the thing. Whenever I'm in games with you, take all my luck.
And also, whenever I'm in a game, generally, I have terrible luck. So, congratulations, that one's dead. Because Hexen Eldritch Blast is good, but he has no Agonizing Blast, so he just rolled good. And I'll end his turn. Hajime.
I was looking for music to play because this fight is totally underwhelming.
Yeah, like I said, this to you guys, this is probably mini boss fight, but no lie, this is pretty deadly.
You just gotta get good, lol.
Well, I would if someone would give me my message. I'm sorry. I'm not being serious about it. It's a slight joke, a dumb fucking joke.
Does it require a bonus into? Give.
Which creature? The T-Rex Triceratops?
Yeah.
That you don't know for certain. For now, but on your turn, as a free action, you can make a Arcana or History check. Keep in mind for now, so that's gonna be on your turn. So I'm just gonna skip it to this one.
Okay, that's much better.
And it is looped, so what does Hajime do?
Hold on. I need to turn the bot down. Okay. I gotta check to see. Okay. I will use an action to go to proc my storm girdle and go into the avatar of the storm.
Sorry?
I'm procking the avatar of the storm.
Okay. That's a bonus action, if I recall?
Action.
Oh, it's an action. Okay. Anything else you like to do?
And let me. I can't really do anything else.
You do have something you can do as a bonus action.
Remind me?
It's right there listed.
Oh, the Storm Surge.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll Storm Surge.
Alright. What will you be targeting?
One creature. This guy.
The big one?
One of the smaller ones.
Alright, which one specifically?
I'm
Sorry?
pinging.
Okay, that one. Got it. Alright, that is a dexterity save. Alright. That is a failure, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as well. Actually, because I forgot something that these things have.
Frightful presence.
They make a wisdom save from Flint. Okay. So, at the end of Flint's turn, you notice that he sort of just stares a bit at the, this one. That's light. Did you choose for cold or lightning damage this day?
This day is a lightning day.
Okay.
On the long rest, I can choose either lightning or cold.
Yeah.
I never promised anything.
I'd say that he would have the choice of setting it to colder.
Yeah, the option should.
I said he would have the choice of having cold or lightning, because it would be unfair to suddenly make a sudden shift because of a single issue.
Yeah, like I said, he gets to switch it, but just not very much.
It was. It was. And we decide.
Yeah.
It would be cold or lightning. Player's choice after a long rest.
And it's in the recording if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
You know, I understand it's your thing and all, but you can't decide what other players want to do.
You can trade if you want vestiges.
Uh,
Not
I
ideal,
like
but
I like my 24 strength.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, you specifically chose it for your character.
Mm,
I mean, unless I have to switch someone else, something else. But regardless, you can also take
look, there's no need to be. What's the proper word? Not
Petty.
surly. Not surly.
petty. She's being
Not petty either.
Wow, Cyrus tried to
Not petty either.
Well, I can't hear that, so.
Either way, that aside, action has been made, and you save. Make the save, and roll. So roll the 4d6.
I have it set. Oh, don't worry about the proficiency.
Ignoring the cold damage, or that damage over there from. Yeah, you're gonna have to remember to tick it off. So 19. There we go. Alright, still alive. Ish. So is there anything else you'd like to do, or is that like moving, or is that the end of your turn?
That's it.
Alright. Vera. It is now currently your turn. Okay. Also, wisdom save. Sorry, before I forget, wisdom save. Because you are within. It's at the beginning of each of your turns.
They have like a frightful presence.
It's. Well, no.
If this is a passive thing, like a one check
It very well might be, yes.
Well, I'm just curious about this specific thing. It's just new answers are always
Alright. Alright, you managed to save as you find yourself staring at the plumage of these lizard things. But you managed to shake off your focus. So you can now act on your turn normally. Yes, bonus action to consume potions, yes. It's an action to deal it, to give it to somebody.
yeah. Well, actually, you said to be able to do that. Yeah.
Your action 2. Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright. No, well, actually, Dragon's Breath is a bonus action to perform. To cast. If I'm remembering it correctly. Let me just...
Casting what spells?
Yeah. It's either the potion or the Dragon's Breath that you...
Yep, Dragon
perform. Let me...
I remember that about cat. Dragon Breath is a bonus action to cast, but it's an action.
Yeah. It's one of those weird spells.
Essentially, you can put it on someone else. You can summon an object. One have more
If you'd like, sure. Is that you can now use it as a bonus action as well as an action. Okay. So you twin cast Dragon's Breath onto yourself and or onto your mount and your familiar? Or was it yourself or your familiar? Okay. So let me just mark. Let's see here. Because you are now concentrating on the spell. While potion made spell effect will not require concentration. Let's see here. Where's the? But you can only have one up at a time, though. I'll just make clear. Where are you? Yeah. Well, one consumable based spell up at a time. It'd be way too powerful if you could just stack on top on, you know, all that. So. Let's see. Where is it? Where's the gosh darn? You know what? Let's just make it not that. We'll just use the tried and true clock and mark your allies, your pets with this. And as well as yourself. So, you do so. Do you want to move using your, do you want to move at all or no? Sorry? Okay. So what do you like to, you're not going to have it move on your turn, yes? All right. So seeing as that there's a enemy abound, okay. Ryuk will, because it's now acting independently, move it over here and attack the big thing first, because well, it's, you know, obviously take care of the larger, more threatening target, and roll for Dragon's Breath for me, because he will use his action for that. Yes. Just feel free to ping it when you can. Alright. Let's see here. That's actually still good, 10 damage. That's nothing to scoff at. And let me just measure out because let's see here. Oh, no, that's not. What the hell? No. Ignore that little thing over there in the top right corner.
Yeah.
Where are you? Alright, that'll just hit them. I'm just measuring it, so... There we go. Okay, now I can just delete that. Alright, so yeah, that'll hit. And dexterity save from the Triceratops... T-Rex. That is a... Oh yeah, Arcana, yes, for on your turn to identify this creature. So, these originally these were the original form before they were, well, transmutated in together. Were supposed to be, or originally a Triceratops and a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Originally, they were supposed to be the ultimate guardian with the power of a Triceratops, or not Triceratops, of a T-Rex, but with a docile nature of a Triceratops. Clearly, that wizard was an absolute idiot because it ended up being one of the non-outsider for examples of pure, unadulterated anger at all times. This is called a Triceratops. As listed in there, I will just... Yeah, that's... They're quite dangerous in their own right. So he fails to save and takes 10 points of damage. Alright. Is there anything else you want Ryuk to do? Or actually, nothing you can do as a bonus action at the moment, so that'll end its turn. It's now time for the Raptor's turn. Raptors will perform pack tactics and attack the most secluded and lonely creature possible. Let's see here. Let's see here. Wrong one. Yes. So obviously they're going to go after this guy, after Flint. So right there, and right there, and they're both going to make an attack. Both of them are going to make 2 attacks. So from the top one, neither of them hit. And the one on the bottom is going to make another attack with advantage because of they have pack tactics. Here, both of them hit for that's not nice. 18 points of damage. Not 18, 16 points of damage. My apologies. There we go. And this one here will move over here. Oh, what the hell? No, ignore that. Right here. And this one will move right here. And this one move through its ally over here. So, first is going to be this one next to onto Ryuk. Well, yes, onto Ryuk, but onto you. So, it's going to be with advantage still. Bite, claw, both missed. And this one over here, also pack tactics. Bite, claw. That's it, there's 23 not hit. Hello?
Is this hitting?
Okay, just confirm. And this one will attack you. You know why. So let's see here. Bite, claw. Neither of them hit, as he just goes in for to attempt to strike you down. And now it's Benor's turn. Let's see here. Wisdom save first and foremost. She fails, as she appears to be entranced by the very pretty sunlight-looking plumage. So, as you say, the thing is getting closer. It's like this. It's like the death of a son. Benor. Towards describing the sunset, those raptors. Let's see here. As you see, her stance is very much slack, and she will not attack. As she looks down, she appears to panic as she looks down at the ground. Looks at the big Rex and will perform. There we go. It will cast. Actually, no, she would not cast that, but she will cast as an action blur onto herself, expending. How many spell points will she burn for this again? It's been a while since I've used the point cost. Alright, yeah, so, yeah, she is spell points for this, for Channeler, so, yeah, 3 points to cast Blur on herself as an action. And she'll then use her bonus action to perform a spell ward onto herself, giving her 5 temporary hit points. He says, "Everyone run! Ground's falling!" And let's see here. Let's see here. That's going to be a... Let's go for this symbol. And she will not move. And that'll end her turn. I need for you to roll a wisdom save for Yana, masked.
Oh, yes.
Alright.
So is this a fear attack?
As they look, it is a charm effect, actually.
Oh, I'm actually immune to charms.
Okay. Yeah, then Yana immediately succeeds as... Yeah. So what will you have Yana do?
Oh. I know what I'll do.
Yeah, this is why I asked, because I'm like, wait a minute, like, oh, okay, I have advantage of being charmed. I also have Warm Soul, which, again, we gotta rework this. It's only useful after. Not never during.
It's really useful out of combat, but I understand what you're saying, mate.
Yeah, like, if I can spend a channel's advantage and make it so I can end the brain effect at least a fucking...
Of all allies within range?
Yeah.
Okay, so on that one, okay. 31 hits, roll for damage. That is a 24 points of damage. Alright, it's still alive, so.
Okay. But a watch check could probably do a killing blow.
Yes, if he succeeds the wisdom save.
Oh, that's true.
Unless... No, they don't. She doesn't get any form of advantage against saving throws against being charmed. Alright. Watch deck. First, wisdom save. Feck, he fails. As he says, that's a very pretty bird.
Okay. Their challenge rating is not good. It's got to be a 14 or
Oh wait, no, that's a success. My bad. That was a success. My bad.
That's why I was like.
That's a very pretty bird. Well, time to mount on my wall, as he will first rage. Not as a bonus action though, because the rework of how rage works now. And he will. Yeah, you just shoot. Remember? Same thing that's allowing you to get heavy armor proficiency without feet.
I didn't read that part. I gotta read that.
It's fine. So, action is going to. Yeah, he is going to swing twice with recklessly onto this guy right here. Or first time once. With Great Weapon Master, of course. That's a hit. That's a 23 for. Yep, that's a kill. So he just swings upwards and bisects it.
Literally sliced the thing in half.
Walks over here. I'll make an attack again, recklessly. God damn, the natural one there. Yeah, for another kill. And he will then. That's 15, 20. He'll move over there. And that will end his turn. Tricerators will use their. Let's see here. Actually, let's see here. They're going to attempt to bite at you specifically, Vera. Let's see here. Yep. It has. Well, is going to move up first, then, and then attempt to attack you. My apologies. So 21. I take, yeah. Actually, no. It has pack tactics from because these are its allies. So 30. Or is this one has pack tactics? Do you does that hit or no? 30.
Casting shield.
Okay. In that case, then let's see here. And then it will rear its head back and attempt to gore you with its horns. Alright. At 28 misses. As it bounces off of your off of your spell. And as a bonus action, let's see here. Oh, right. Alright, so, you all see as it lets out a cacophonous and almost agonizing roar. As it will need to roll a D100, as you all feel a sudden surge of magic envelop around this Triceratops. As 78. A 78! Alright. As it casts Polymorph, as it inadvertently casts Polymorph, I need, Um, hmm. Let's see here. There's currently 6 people here. So let's roll a d6.
Well, unless like it's casting, like it's somehow aiming it past like this big creature.
It for this effect doesn't get to choose. It's specifically going to be an enemy with a random enemy within range. So
Shouldn't it be random creature
so that'll be in this case. Hey, Mast, I'm happy to hear that you're back. I'm gonna need you to make a charisma saving throw.
For what?
A polymorph.
Oh,
Yeah, apparently it has wild magic sure, so it's control.
Yes. Though I'd changed wild magic to be less suicidal.
that's a 22. Because
That's
of
a-
the.
Yeah. That just barely fails.
I'm sorry.
What?
It was a fail?
Yes.
Huh.
As there's only one ally of it within 5 feet of it. Call the. Let's see here.
Yeah, ability.
It increases their DC for wild magic by amount equal to at most their Constitution modifier for each ally within 5 feet of it.
Then what's the.
DC is 22. The base DC is 22.
Wait, that's
18, 19, 20.
Wait, no, you're dead.
If it's a +5 because of the.
Plus 5 is a 22. The DC is
And
now
then-
23 because there's that one fucking raptor right there. That's alive.
Okay, so I'm screwed.
So, congratulations, you are now sheep. Slide. Let's scratch that. A ginger sheep. So, my condolences.
Hold on, let me see if I have.
You actually have counterspell?
Yeah.
Oh, no, oh,
Here's the thing, it's not casting a spell, it's...
Well,
Well,
it's a magical effect. Magic.
yes. So you can attempt to shut it down if you have counterspell.
I do. I'm going. I guess I'll expend my reaction to the
Right.
counterspell.
Duke, you're really quiet on my end.
Uh,
I don't know how what to tell you.
I hear him perfectly fine.
So,
It could just be visual.
yes. Counterspell. Okay, you are within how far? Yeah, you're within range, so... What level are you casting the spell, though?
Third.
Hmm?
Third.
Just casting at a base third.
I can't up. It's a warlock spell, and I only have access to third level.
You can expect it. You can expend it as a druid spell. You can expend the spell slots interchangeably. It's just that you're limited by what level spells you know, not what level spells you can cast. If you have a higher level spell slot, you can still expend it at a higher level. But yeah.
I guess I will expend a 4th level.
Okay.
Druid spell.
Guaranteed to shut down.
It as you feel like the air around you begin to surge, and as it bursts off.
I ain't gonna have any of that. The only shape-shifting that's happened is because of my own volition.
All right, and that will end its turn.
Would it just polymorph
No, it specifically says a sheep.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering about.
I'm keeping the sheep bit because it's funny. It really it's quite. I find it humorous. Anyways, that's the end of the Triceratops' turn. Kennet, Nightjaw's turn. Wadu. Exhale. Alright, roll for the attack. Quote unquote attack. Sorry, one moment. Sorry, can you repeat that? Okay. I take it you're gonna have it take an angle so that way it doesn't, harm Flint. Okay, make the spell. Click on the spell for me. Yeah. Oh, either way, let's just Okay. All right. Just click on the spell. Yes. Ooh. Higher than the previous roll. Nice. Now let's see here. Sunset Raptors. All right. There you are. That's a 16 from the first one. Second one. 17 better, but doesn't succeed. So they both take 12 points of damage. Alright, there we go. Anything else as it flies up and out of danger? Alright. Okay. Lorelei, it is now your turn. Smaller dinosaurs are weak and kind of whack. Big dinosaur is big and also kind of pretty whack. What do? Oh yes, wisdom save for me. With advantage because this is a charm effect. 27. You notice as it's sort of like its tail plumage is. I mean, it's nice. It's really nice, but you got a fight in front of you. Also, for the sake of expediency, I'm just gonna put the image of the creature, of these raptors. It's very nice art, and you can understand the whole hypnotic effect. It really is. So, what will Norlai do? Well, there is. I mean, I want to say there's no bad ideas, but I've seen bad ideas, so. Oh, hello, Armored. Anyways, Alex, you were saying.
I heard cat. Am I the only one who heard cat?
No.
Interesting.
I'm
Alright.
encumberancing him pretty much.
Could you ping it?
Yeah, I'm popping it. It is a, oh, that's the wrong one. That's my fault.
So, what am I doing?
You were smacking the thing hard, really hard.
You killed.
You got a double kill on your round, on your
cool.
your starting round, and succeeded against a save against these these sunset-looking raptor fox. Their hypnotic fancy tails didn't do anything to you.
Like, I will use your corpse as a hat!
Anyway, so, dex save. So, let's see here. Alright. It's not very good at these.
So fucking good. Well, it makes sense. It is an ice storm.
These are made for they're reptiles. Wait, aside from meteors.
Yeah.
And disease and famine.
And ice storms.
Oh god, oh I'm so sorry. That was I'm actually a bit embarrassed by that. Oh god.
Please tell me it's vulnerable to cold. That'd be hilarious.
It is not vulnerable to cold.
How? It's a dinosaur. How the fuck?
Because most dinosaurs are birds.
The ice age is
Hey.
way not close to the dinosaur.
Also, do you think the wizards that made these things didn't think, oh yeah, what happens if we encounter something cold? It's gonna probably die really horribly. Not if we add some warm-blooded shit into this thing.
Actually, the major theory is that they died because of a meteor.
Yeah, and famine and smoke inhalation, and a bunch of other things. But nevertheless, it fails and takes
with meteors.
22 damage.
Yeah. Not to mention
Volcanoes.
this is concentration, so this gets starts every time it fucking hits something outside space.
Actually, no, it's actually instantaneous. You're thinking you're thinking something else. Was it Sleet Storm? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still good damage.
It turns that area into difficult terrain.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I was. I was probably thinking about something else.
It also turns the area into difficult terrain, which, yes, actually. So let's see here. That is going to be until the end of your next turn, but still good. Let me just put the hit points to where it's supposed to be. So, anything else you'd like to do?
Today was fun.
My turn, sir.
All right, yeah. All right. I was just thinking of what Flint would be doing, and I thought of it. Bonus action to move the hex onto this guy right over here. Let's see here, and say hunting rights, and as he will do a he'll do a longsword attack, two-handed, on it. That's a 13 that actually hits. Oof. So, oof, that's nasty. He dealt a total of 17 points of damage on that guy. Yep, he's two-handing it. And then attack it once more. That hits. Oh! Oh, poor boy. Poor lad, as he just does a quick twirl and beheads it. So, and we'll then move over here Just yeah, that's a beheading. I feel so sorry for these things. No wonder they're extinct. They're so stupid. And they'll move right over here. They're supposed to be smart dinosaurs. Raptors are supposed to be the smart ones. It's
Supposed to be.
clearly a case of false advertisement, and that will end Flint's turn. Hajime.
These things are raptors, or they are raptors.
Raptors, yes.
It looks more like a homebrew version of
No, IRL Raptors, they would have looked similar to that, minus the tail, but yeah.
Mhm.
They're floofy. Anyways, Hajime. What do?
Take out my newly proficient dragon great bow.
Mm-hmm.
And
You can only make one attack. One shot!
it doesn't have the master property.
Huh?
Let me look at the property.
I thought it has the master property.
No, I don't. Well, let me double check.
Yes.
Oh, let me check for you first. I know you're on mobile, right?
No, I'm on my tablet. It's good. I have the craftsman thing already pulled up.
Yes.
I was looking at stuff earlier.
Heavy, mounted, tension. So it has the mounted property. What does mounted mean?
Mounted means that you either have to mount it as either an action or
As an
bonus
action.
But if you pass the strength requirement, you don't have to.
It has a certain strength requirement where you can just wield it as normal.
Okay.
And I meet that prop. This weapon is normally used when mounted to a tripod vehicle or other bracing mount. You can mount or unmount this weapon's action while it's mounted. It can be moved.
Alright, so go ahead and roll to hit.
Yes. And since I'm currently in my Storm Surge, it deals lightning damage.
Sorry?
Any on all attacks you do in storm form is either lightning or thunder.
Sorry, one moment. I think my... Give me a moment.
You might be having issues.
What, can you repeat that?
When you hit with a weapon that normally deals piercing or slashing, it does lightning damage instead.
Wait. Is this a
And then
spell?
when you're under the storm form.
Ah, okay. Then, right, so. Roll to hit.
Where is it?
19.
I'm hitting the big dude.
I figured as much. Let's see here. That hits. Roll the damage.
And I'm going pure lightning. I'm attracting my elemental damage through lightning.
Alright. And this counts as, what is it? It counts as, it also says that it counts as a magical weapon attack.
Yes, this is it's an elemental dragon great bow.
Alright, just confirming. So, alright. And Storm Surge is a bonus action. This isn't your packed weapon, you can only pack twice if you have Thirsting Blade.
I do not have. This isn't my packed weapon, so I can't attack twice anyway.
Yeah.
But I will Storm Surge.
Alright. Let me just have it make the next save because, well, who knows? 18! Hey! You're the devil, he shall come. So, yeah, that's how does it?
Yep, he takes 10 lightning.
Right, as you pull the arrow back, and aim it, it strikes against it strikes and glides against the thing over. It glides across its back, I guess. With a roar, and sees you conjuring it more lightning as it will dodge it, or sidestep it slightly. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, just marking off an arrow.
Alright. Vera. Wadu. Water. Are you there? Oh dear.
There for you.
We can hear you now. Yes. Do you want to breathe on it? We hear you. We're just listening. We're letting you speak. Fair. Mm-hmm. Alright. Do you want to use its ability? Alright, so would you like to explain what happens? Or would you like to leave that to the kid? Alright. Roll the hit. As chains, at least for you, begin to envelop around your arm, barbed with spikes. Barbed and spiked. Rusted to all hell. As you hear heavy breathing, you take the shot. Let's see. $15? Or is it a melee, or are you taking a... Okay. Okay, then in this case, that's a hit. Alright. So, let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. Alright. It's still alive. Barely. As a shot rings out. The chains recede. Alright, another gamble? Or no? Alright. Roll the hit. That's a hit, and that's a kill. As you take the first shot, it pierces right through its shoulder and out its tail. Somehow. And then as it sort of reels back a bit and looks at you, you just put one straight right between the eyes. And surprisingly, leaves very little mess. Less mess than you were expecting from your firearm. Anything else? Alright. Wrath is of... Isn't Wrath a two-handed ranged weapon? Right, because their fighting style, rioteer. As long as you have your shield on your person, you can use it to, well, flavor-wise, you use it to stabilize your shot. Kind of like, I guess, Apex Legend, one of those Apex Legends characters. I keep forgetting his name. It's a Hawaiian one. Oh, interesting game, but nonetheless, the concept is still there. So. Alright, go ahead, make your unarmed, not unarmed, offhand attack. So. Alright. That is. Okay, 6 points of damage. Onto the big guy here. Okay. Noted. Alright, anything else? Alright. Now it's time for Ryuk, who will continue breathing. Or exhaling on this T-Rex looking motherfucker. Or fucker, if you, with that proclivity, that word, that misuse the word. In which case, I won't judge you much. Anywho, so click on Breath Weapon, and I'll make the saving throw with the minus 3 penalty. Oh, hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, is it put it in the ether? Okay. Alright. Go dinosaur! That's nasty. 12 lightning damage. Yes. How could you tell? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's not nice. Waltony's starting to show that it doesn't show favorites. Oh god, that means it's going to be even worse to you guys. Oh shit! And that will end Ryuk's turn. The remaining Sunset Raptor will, seeing that one of its allies is down, risk provoking attack of opportunity. Turn over here. Well, yep. That's a hit. For unfortunately 7 points of damage. And we'll make 2 attacks with advantage on you, Flutter. Because you appear to be the most pressing threat. Compared to the, actually no, wait, hold on. Scratch that. Let's see, it was right here. So, then again, little girl is small. Little girl is, is carrying a big weapon, but is also alone. It like chance with little girl, and it will attempt to make, several attacks against you. The bite and the claw. That's a modified 20.
Well,
No. It moves like from here to here, which, let's see here, that No, it moves to be 20 feet away from you. Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, it does not have fact tactics currently
Yes.
enabled because
Modified because there's no allies within range.
exactly, and none of those attacks hit.
Alright. Now end its turn, or does it? Yes, it does. Yes, it ends its turn. Tries its best. She is still under the effects of the spell effect. So she's going to. I'm going to confirm here. Oh, the creature that had it charmed is dead. So never mind. The charm effect drops. As she will then move over here. Bonus action. Let's see here. That was a bonus action. Yes, a bonus action. Ethereal focus to expend. Let's see here. How far away is the to get flanking? Oof. They'll move through you. She'll move through you. Bonus action. Ethereal. Fuck. Let's see here. Yeah, one square up. That'll expend all her movement. Should be able to teleport from here. Yes, she'll bonus action Ethereal. Right over here. And wrong one. Wrong sheet. She'll make 2 attacks towards the big thing with her longsword, 2-handed, wise. First attack. Oh, yeah. I forgot to set an advantage, so just again. 19, that's a hit. 14 damage. Sets to advantage now, and the second attack. 28 for. Oh god, another 14. I'm just killing it today. That's a total 28 damage from no spells. And that will end her turn. Actually, no, she gets how many? Actually, hold on. Let me just confirm. Yeah, she gains 6 temporary hit points on top of what she has, bringing her up to 11. Because of spell ward, and I'll end her turn. Now it's Yana's turn. What does Yana do?
Yana's gonna go back 25 feet of movement.
There are some corpses nearby. No, they're not humanoid. They are beasts.
Are they monstrosity?
Actually, hold on. They are monstrosity, actually. Scratch that. Yeah, they are monstrosities.
I can do it. It's beast, monstrosity, and humanoid.
Alright, so do you want to finally use that one ability you have never been able to use? Also, thank you. Water.
It is very situational, and I have not been able to. I will finally invoke the corpse thief.
Alright. Alright. You see as, or actually, yeah. Not more, but Norway, you hear crunching and squelching noises as it looks like this thing is crawling into the mouth of one of the raptors. It's doing a full-on D4. Not D4. What was it? Killer Queen. Yes, where they crawl into your body.
So.
Or what? Was yeah.
What's the maximum hit points of these creatures?
Maximum hit points. I'm glad you asked. So, it's 32.
Fuck, I gained half of that.
That is the maximum hit points. Or maximum possible hit points or maximum listed?
It
Uh,
says it's maximum hit points per page.
Okay, then yeah, well, 32, so only 16.
That's still, it gains 16 temp HP
That's
as
a lot.
and there's no cool-off time. It just exists, it can exist permanently.
Yeah, so if you maintain the body, you can essentially have a permanent
It doesn't gain the attacks or abilities of the raptor, does it?
Animate the body like a puppet. I would assume it gains the abilities.
It's a creature. More property with a CR of equal to half your level, which it is less than half your level. Alongside. Doesn't say it doesn't, so I will assume it does, and I will, yeah. As you see, its eyes begin to glow red, and it lets out an unearthly yelp.
I end my turn.
Don't want it to move? Using its movement?
Ooh, it didn't use any movement.
Mm-hmm.
How
Well,
much
you know what?
movement does
50 feet. These things are fast. Yes, 50 feet.
ease?
These things are fast. The raptors. What did you expect?
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, right there. Giving you flanking.
Can you let me see the stat block?
I will do you one better. Give me one moment.
How is everyone today?
I'm pretty good. I'm feeling pretty happy with this game.
Awesome.
I'm excited that
I
finally get to use this ability.
I've been playing a game called Red Dragon Inn.
Oh, I know that game. If you need
It is awesome.
if you need someone else to play with, I like just invite me over to Top Simulator. My username on Steam is the same one.
I don't use Steam, man.
Oh, you play it on you play it in real person.
Yeah, I literally have like all of the expansions.
Nice.
And I also played a game called Prance.
Also, there's the stat sheet for you should notice above characters. Sunset.
I'll tell you after the game. Actually, I think Duke might like the game.
He definitely would. But yeah. So what do you think of the little monster that you have control of? Terrifying, is it not?
Ooh. Okay.
I see the hypnotic plumage ability, yes. Anyways, I think that ends your turn.
Actually, it doesn't say that's an action or a bonus action. It just happened.
Yes, whenever a creature within 100 feet of it sees it, they have to make a save.
Can I proc that on the Tyrannosaur whatever fucker?
Yes, you could.
I'm gonna profit on it.
It will on its turn, but nevertheless, I take it you end Yona's turn there.
It's still its turn.
Well, on its turn, the Triceratops' turn.
Oh, it's okay. No, I
Yes.
get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yes.
All right. Welcome back, Armored. What would you like Warcheck to do?
Warchick is looking at giant Tyrannosaurus T-Rex motherfucker. and thinking it has way too many kneecaps.
Mm-hmm. Or
Warcheck would like
two big kneecaps.
Warcheck would like to change that. With this.
And you're also raged, by the way.
Oh, so he can't use his gun. Damn it.
Oh, you could if you want. You're within 5 feet.
Well, I would love to use. Oh, what?
You're also within 5 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, so you get the scatter.
Wait, wouldn't blunderbuss count as like yield shotgun?
Yes.
It does, but in terms of what you missed, Flutter, Mass Duke just violated the Geneva Convention again, just like everyone else. So, yeah, possessing and defiling a corpse of an enemy combatant.
Well, fuck
Yeah.
it. I'm going to slash at its kneecaps.
It's Nico kneecaps.
So bitch with their stuff.
Yes, he's going to slash at the Nico kneecaps.
Alright, go ahead, make the attack roll. Alright, that's 19. Wait, yes, actually, I think you're the only one who hasn't violated the Geneva Convention. Well, you and Norway haven't violated it.
Not yet.
Yeah,
You
true.
will eventually.
So 19 hits. Roll for damage. Oh. Whew.
And
Another
when
attack
there
of
is a swing going one way, it can easily... The momentum can swing back the fuck around.
Okay. Oh, roll for more damage. That's well then. Oh, poor baby. You just start chopping at this its fucking thick ass goddamn knees, and it bites in as expected. You got a lot to bite through. That's a lot of bone and. Why is there a rock there? As you notice, there appears to be some sort of something else inside of it. Rock, yeah. Some sort of rock, and as you sort of open the wound, the bones almost look like stone.
Warchick just yells out, Warchick smash stone bones!
Alright. Is that all?
How is this thing looking?
It is bloodied. It is definitely bloodied. Definitely bloodied, I can tell you that much.
Like... yes.
I hate that it works. Why? No. You're already punished. I can't do it any further. What if?
Alright.
No.
That is end of game. That is end of turn.
Tricerators will use its bonus action to let out another wild roar. So we'll do another wild magic surge. No, 4-4. It's alright. You're human. It's understandable. You're tired. Oh!
What did it do?
Oh, baby. As it disappears, and reappears right over here. 44. For 1 minute as a bonus action, I will just say, whenever you use this, you can also choose to, on that effect, teleport as a bonus action up to 20 feet on each of your turns. So, guess who gets to make a range attack against with disadvantage against not Norway. Yeah, against Hajime. Disadvantage because there's an enemy within 5 feet of it.
I'm just curious. I'm like, how is a freaking creature making a range attack? That's my question.
As it extends its tail, and you see one of the spikes begin to on the end of its tail begin to grow as it just whips the tail spike towards Hajime, giving her. Yes. Oh! Wow!
19 because thank God for
Yeah. I take it a 19 doesn't hit.
No, but just I want to see how much damage this would have done.
Oh, that was
49 damage.
You know, I'm never going to be able to show off my first level warlock ability.
And it will then, provoke an attack opportunity by moving away.
Wait, how is it moving without provoking?
It will move a provoking attack opportunity, yeah. So Gary, you can make that back.
How is it smart enough?
Okay, so I get an opportunity.
Yeah. You and Ryuk.
Don't forget.
Alright. Take the shot.
Don't forget about the wisdom save because it sees my familiar.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Why is it G? Okay, that's odd. Give me a moment. It rolled a. Let's see here. There we go. There. Now it's. No, it's working. Ooh, that hits up. So for. Let me just. Where are you? Ah! It succeeds the save. So it can act normally on its turn. So let me just deduct the hit points. Alright. Also forgot to deduct its hit points, so how do you want to do this? Yeah? Actually, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait, I forgot. Relentless. It knows you by, sorry about that. Alright, false alarm. So you can still do it eventually, but it will then make another tail attack towards you. With advantage because pack tactics. That's a shame. What a crying shame. I would like to use my Lost Procession reroll for once.
Though you may never use one.
28.
Ever.
Does a 28 hit Hajime?
It does.
Well, it's still. Hey, look. The next hit will kill it. So you did good. You did good, kid.
Yeah.
Also, Penitent can still take the kill.
Well, I was
So.
hoping to be able to do more than just cast one spell myself, so no. If I can't hear you, Fluttershy, but man, I haven't been able to do much of that.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Hey, if you get the opportunity to kill it, you have to do so. It's like, you don't need to kill it. Ever.
Should I send it towards? I think that might be true. Sure. Either way, so Triceratops will so that you take 20 points of piercing damage as it launches and grazes past your side. Not into your side, but past it, and definitely stings like hell. that will end its turn, I believe. Yeah, it makes. Okay, it can only make 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that'll end it. Penitent.
You've been lucky so far that like you haven't, like your character hasn't taken damage, so you haven't needed to make a check to maintain dragon. So you're gonna easy on this.
Yes, but small and weak prey. Small and weak prey. Or weak prey. So, move within 5 feet of it. 5 feet of the Tyranno. Yeah. Triceratops, my bad, the Triceratops. Odd name, but really cool monster. Yeah. Alright. Oh, so it'll have to move within 5 feet of the Triceratops to give the help action towards any ally that attacks it. Alright. So. Alright. Norway. You want to make a if you make a melee attack, it'll be with advantage.
And before that one.
That's usually my luck. I'm gonna roll double.
It is an advantage. 25. Roll for damage. So how do you want to do this?
So I just stab into it as the cold will begin to evolve and it just turns to ice and I just twist and turn the blade up and the head just falls out and shatters.
Yep, perfectly. I mean, as you hear, ice offering. I think I will accept it. Alright.
Yeah, you got there's still that other creature and Regan Flint's got that because he's got range.
But you could take care of it.
Well, I only have
If you wanted to.
attack and I don't have bonus action.
Do you have spiritual weapon?
I do not. That's not what it's called. I really
Oh,
should
yeah,
that.
perfect.
Like, it's just like my limit.
It's a really good spell.
Yeah, well, it's.
I understand.
Yeah, it's just the limit of like the.
Do you end your turn there?
Yeah.
Right. Let's see here. Alright, he will not bonus action hex. Instead, and he'll bonus action hex the. First things first. Bonus action hex onto him, onto that thing. And then Eldritch Blast 3 times. Actually, no. Oh.
Yeah, I'll
Oh yeah, Eldritch Blast 3 times. I thought, wait, is there anything else you could use? No, there's nothing. There's nothing else you could use. So, yeah. Yeah, but smash.
I mean, you could have let me take the kill, but whatever.
Wow. There's only one thing left. What is he gonna do? Just sit there and cheer you on and be like, "Oh, you got this." Yeah, it's come off the
Alright, 10.
Just barbarian loud cheering.
That barely does not kill it.
Oh, it's alright. You might get the
Wonderful. And 15. Oh, let's go with this one. Okay, yeah, that also barely doesn't kill it. Need this fucking first. Okay, there, yeah. Why is it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, now it's it. Yeah. That's how does right? Oh, I forgot I had these for these specific raptors. Okay, that will end Flint's turn. Hajime. Wadu. Ah.
Wadu heck. I'm just gonna Storm Surge.
Okay, save.
Even if it doesn't, yeah.
See how much damage.
Yes. 14. That's a kill him. As
Does that
created.
kill it?
Yep, that's a kill.
Okay. That's just like a bolt of lightning strikes it. Oh.
No, I imagine you put it and go bang and just boom.
That would be badass. Matt Spook is not known for playing badass characters. Or intentionally badass characters.
It goes into a reverse effect. The more you try to intentionally do badass things, it just curves around and goes back and starts becoming cringe.
Yeah, that's generally true. That makes sense. So yeah, as that occurs, combat ends. You have a moment of reprieve to breathe effectively.
Can I skin that big Tyrannosaur whatever creature?
Sure, but then again, there's also those things with those hypnotic tail feathers.
That's true. Could well, my familiar is staying in the form of a sunset raptor.
Yes, but it doesn't mean you can.
Yeah, so
There's got one set of plumage, but you don't have the rest.
I mean, I can chop off one of the tails and take that one of their hypnotic plumages, but I might. I just ultimately want some more leather to work with.
Make a survival. Sorry. All right. From the raptors or from the Triceratops? Okay, both. Got it. So both of you make a. Okay. Both of you make survival checks.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just standing by a watch because nothing interesting will lie. It's like, it doesn't involve alcohol, so meh.
I'm actually curious if I can incorporate tail feathers into a dress design.
That would be pretty cool. I think if you were to do that, it would create like a dress that would allow you to cast like hypnotic patterns. If I had to take a guess.
It doesn't work like hypnotic pattern. Do you want to ping it, Jake?
I'll ping it.
Because I still have to be able how it works.
Yeah. It's a bit. The text is a bit long. It's Kobold Press. The Kobold Press monster. So.
It's a charm effect.
Yeah.
Where you have to, upon seeing it and failing a check, you have to willingly come near it. You have to move up to your speed to it.
Yeah. Which before couldn't because there was a there's a Triceratops nearby, so and that would Right, before moving into damage, I believe it said somewhere that. Okay, then I just fucked up about the rule there. Yeah, I saw the natural 20, so. First thing first, what sort of samples regarding the feathers? You just want to take several feathers, or do you want to tear off an entire tail?
What a kick hit with tearing off tail.
Oh, Armored, one moment. Flutter, you were saying? Oh, you said chop off tail. Correct me, Armored, please. I know that.
No, you're right.
Learning Watchtech is a very very Mimi character. Is a very serious and very complex character.
Oh, that's bullshit, and you know it.
Look, okay, I throw you a bone, and here you are spitting it at me. Okay, I think it is.
Anyway, alright, anyway. Let's get. Okay, so
So,
let's get to
so look at it, and then like,
Yeah.
taking that tail, it's kind of thick, and it might be a bit difficult as you hear thunk as Wojtek almost with surgical precision lops off the tail. Lops off several tails for you.
With
Which one is better?
See one that's a bit more vibrant than the rest. And guessing by the body it came from, it looks like it actually came from the male.
it's probably, if I were to hazard a guess, a part of the sexual dimorphism, where the more brighter the plumage, the better chance they have of mating.
Alright. There are. You easily do so. And Tricentennial forests, I know it's odd. Alright.
Would you like help with that?
Alright, that'd be survival in your check with advantage. And meanwhile, that was the natural 20 was specifically for the raptors first.
Oh.
The three raptors, was kind of splitting them. But nevertheless, so first and foremost, after the natural 20, Hajime, with your three raptors, two raptors, you got it. Your familiar's kind of inhabiting one of them, but it's fine. You managed to harvest it. You managed to harvest the do you want to take the entire tail, or do you want to take just the plumage?
Just the plumage. I have an idea.
Right. You carefully pluck out each individual tail feather.
Okay.
Now you notice the little thing at the top end. The top feather appears significantly different from the rest of the feathers, as you can see in the artwork itself.
Yeah.
Make a nature check. See if you know specifically what type of raptor this is.
Oh boy, here I go with my 18 nature.
Means a 21. Oh, pathetic. I kid. But with a 21, you know that these are sunset raptors. They do exist out in the material, right out in Pathros. Though primarily in the sort of like the border between the Serenian Empire and the Enresh. They're very dangerous. Nobody knows how they exist. Some people think it's some wizard, obviously, did it just as a prank or some sick joke, because fucking wizards, I tell you. But looking at it, but they're essentially they're beautiful. Their plumage can go for a very high price, 500 gold pieces per intact feather, tail feather rather.
500 gold pieces
per intact tail feather. You can make a fortune out of these things. The black market for these things is booming. Well, not booming, but they buy these things for even higher than 500. Some even ranging to 1,000, depending on the size and the vibrancy.
How vibrant are these tail feathers?
With your 27, you think you could probably get them sold for about 940 gold pieces per.
Oh.
These are very well fed. These are very strong in terms of their general health. Or before you murder them ever so violently.
Well, here I go hunting again.
druids have made sure of that. Though they
Yeah.
they do have the tendency to be invasive species, so
Oh, well, they forfeit all their rights when they become invasive.
they're yeah. If you look at the stats sheet for a sunset raptor, I mean, minus the intelligence, which is kind of expected of a dumb bird lizard thing, they're quite dangerous on their own right.
Yeah, I mean, they get 2 attacks, and their lowest stat is a 4, with their highest is a 15.
They also are pack animals, and they have hypnotic. They have a hypnotic plumage.
Mm-hmm. So they're dangerous in their own right.
Mm-hmm.
How
Especially
many
for
how many do I get?
a moment, because I need a roll for both of you. In terms of how much plumage Vera gets as well. All right, Vera, you get a total of 64. Some sunset raptor tail feathers. Meanwhile,
Um,
yes,
do you mind if Warchick does something that's kind of unusual?
sure. Let me just give the answer. This would be 30 to 32 per tail, feathers per tail. It's quite nice. Anyways, you were saying armored?
He turns to his dwarven friend. Do you have I need separate bottles.
Why?
Empty. They need to be empty.
Yes, I still ask why.
Collecting of blood.
Let
Hmm.
me check those.
I think Auntie knows what I'm going with.
I think I know, but I don't want to assume. So
I
and I don't want to steal your spotlight. So
yeah, from
Hmm.
my inventory of what all I have is a singular gas bottle. Like I have other bottles that are currently full.
yeah,
If it's vial, are you looking for vials or bottles?
He's just looking for anything glass that he can use as a container.
She'll hand you a glass. Hajime will hand you a glass vial.
Flora,
Thank
you were
you.
saying?
Well, he would like the other one because I don't think like the bottle that he has a cap on it.
It has like a cork stopper for her alcohol. It's like field stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
standard glass bottles and flasks and vials in the store have natural caps. Like they come with them.
Yeah, cork stoppers. Yeah.
Well, he does what he needs to do, and he takes out one of the things that he uses to seal notes. Like I'm guessing standard beeswax.
Yeah, beeswax. Though it is
And
colored.
what he does. What?
Oh, it is colored green though to separate it.
Obvious. Well, he uses it just to, like, after he collects the blood. I'm not sure if I need to roll a check for that.
Uh, from the Triceratops or from the Raptors?
He's going for both.
All right, that would be a survival check because the Sunset Raptors are smaller.
Yeet.
I'm
Right.
going to roll another survival to take the leather of the large Tyrannosaur, whatever,
Triceratops.
Tyrannosaurus, and I'm going to collect as much blood as I can.
All right.
Because she uses it for a different reason.
Yeah. Meanwhile, so
20.
Pia, 20. Managed to fill up you make sure not to fill it up to the brim because that's that's too much. But you
Yeah.
managed to fill enough to fill up all the vials in the bottle. It's a big creature, so and the Sensoraptors, yeah, they die violently and viciously, but they still got blood in them, enough for tapping. So yeah,
And he just waxes. He just corks them and waxes
all right,
to keep a waterproof seal.
all right.
Well, actually, I'm doing it for people who do the research because some use it for like studying what kind of diseases or let's say there have been cures for found with blood.
Nice. So that's actually like
Yeah.
type
Yes.
that technique is awesome.
I honestly thought you were just gonna make a blood sausage, but you know that's I'm hungry-ish for blood sausage.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to do everything here with these creatures, or we start proceeding forward?
I
I know it's like that bonus anything else at this point.
And
uh,
I need the hide and blood.
all right. So first things first. There's also meat if you want to from the Triceratouruses, for the Triceratops and the Raptors. If you want to take those.
Actually, I'm thinking Norla can take care of that, even though she's not proficient in survival.
I'll say I'll say this: if you decide to take all this meat, you'll have. Let's see. Actually, hold on. In total, ooh, actually, nice. You have about 69 rations.
Hey,
Well, that's if they got properly prepared by me.
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
I'm collecting rations for myself.
Yeah.
so, let me go over the whole thing. So, one at a time. Uh, 25 for the. Oh, that was the previous one. 21. No, that's not. Roll survival for me, please. For for gathering the bone. It kind of talks shit. It's actually. Upon the closer inspection, it looks like stone, but it's very clearly like very like poorly healed bone. All right. With the assistance of your magical weapons, you're able to sort of much more easily saw off some bone as a sample. So not to get some, you get an entire toe bone, as well as some actual not leg bone. How was I thinking? Do you also take some of the spikes, or no?
Yeah.
But yeah, you also managed to safely gather around three spikes, which can be used as javelins, by the way.
Yeah, I know so. All right.
They're fucking huge.
All right. I'll roll a survival check to see how much meat I managed to gather because I do have a bag called in reserve meat in it. So
Yes, that is true. So go ahead.
let's see how much meat I can manage to gather up before we proceed. Nope.
Uh, and we'll say Flint is giving you the help action for this.
Man, it's just meat.
Well, let's see here. You managed to get 69 rations. It's kind of chunky, and from what you know, is like the muscles actually spasm a bit, like which kind of freaks you out. But that's when you know it's fresh. Like, have any of you seen like any like freshly cut meat? The way the muscles sort of like spasm
I
still.
just imagine like see that, just punch it, just like quit it. Like stop it.
I'm not gonna post the meme or not the meme. I'm gonna post the gif of it because I don't want to trust anyone.
So I get 3 scale spikes and
All right. So how many meat's worth of rations?
69 rations. 50 of it 50 of the rations are Triceratops rations, or meat rations. Meat, yeah. Triceratops meat. The rest of the 19 are from the Sunset Raptors. Or the Sunset Raptors that are not walking around currently.
The leather, the hide of
Yes.
the Tyrannosaurus.
I'm getting to that. So, in regards to the
And
bone,
I have
15 pounds of Triceratops bone. And yes, you were saying, Master Duke?
I have 5 vials. I gave 1 to Viking, and I'm gonna fill all of them up with the Tyrannosaurus blood.
All right, you do so, and fill them up. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, okay.
As you sort of see the blood and you carefully tap it and put it into your vial, you quickly notice that you're swallowing a little bit, and you wipe your face quickly before anyone notices. As these no one else notices, but she pulls for. Oh, sorry. She pulls for just a moment before she catches herself and wipes her face quickly before anyone notices. The smell is okay, easily doable with what you guys are doing. So, all right. And in terms of the hide, let's see here. You managed to get 125 pounds of Triceratops hide, which is not even the entire hide, mind you. It's kind of hard to peel off the section where the tails, where the spikes are protruding from, and around the head, or peel off what's left of the hide and the stuff. So yeah, add a 125 Triceratops hide. And anything else? From anyone?
How much hide?
Yeah, I told you 125.
Oh God.
That isn't even. Yeah, so 125 pounds.
If you want, I can put that in my bag of holding for now. Because I imagine that puts you over your weight limit, doesn't it? I would imagine.
I have a 24.
So
True. Let me check.
Just have enough to
124?
125.
So 125 pounds of freaking hide.
Yeah. And it's thick. Have you ever cut open a tire?
Oh, wow.
Or a truck's tire, or not a truck tire, an off-road tire. It's basically twice as thick as that. It's dummy thick.
Okay. That would make great leathers. Okay. And how many raptor feathers do I have?
Right. You managed to get, let's see here, what was it? Yes, 52 raptor feathers.
Picks up one of the tails. Can I smack someone with this?
I mean, just like any corpse, you can smack anyone with a corpse, and you'll consider it a weapon. As to how
I'm going to beat this motherfucker with the. I'm going to beat the next motherfucker with this motherfucker.
Christ. Anyways,
you walked right into it, Auntie.
I'm very
right into it.
You eventually reach your next stop. You don't have to hunt for the day because you got lot of meat to have to roast.
Yeah, well, essentially, as soon as we hit rest, I gotta start seeing if I can turn those into rations through
Right.
my brewing tools, because that's the only thing I can.
Or you can have Flint give a crack at it. He's not proficient in cooking. Actually, no, he is proficient in cooking utensils. What the hell am I saying? Yes, he can cook
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna let him take care of all the 69
He won't be able to
utensils.
get cat claws for the day in that case, so somebody else wants to do that.
Well, seeing as I'm done with my exotic training, I could actually participate.
Alright.
Yeah, let's see how well we can
Uh,
do with the 69 fucking things of.
Nice, by the way.
Have you
and
ever felt like we were being set up to fail, but only for it to blow up in people's faces?
sometimes.
I always feel like that.
I mean, look at it. We are in a magical forest underground, going to a place that could probably kill any normal person, and yet here we are eating dinosaur.
It's
What
just
part
part
of
of
this became normal for us?
uh, before before after the Avatar fight.
I'm sorry,
To
the
be
what?
fair,
Above game. That's me in game, just like, sorry, the what?
well, to be fair, I'm technically a walking phylactery warforged thing.
I was never normal was never an option. I mean,
Mm,
you're like you said, you're a walking philosophy. My mother is the Octay's best friend. I there's no such thing as normal.
So,
well, good for you.
Meanwhile, Bogor's just sitting there enjoying some T-Rex meat and just Triceratops meat, and just saying, "No, this is pretty normal for me." And she just jumps into it.
Jesus. Alright, so.
So, what are your
Nothing.
goals, if you don't mind me asking?
Asking everyone in general.
Yeah.
Normally, I just kind of like looks. It's like, honestly, I just want to make some strong alcohol to be remembered throughout the fucking ages. It's kind of the reason why I want to get a dragon plaster, because that one will never be fucking topped.
I want to be human again. Well, Fearbulk again.
Mortal.
That's what I would say. All I want to do is just settle down and start a record, but that would take much night to start putting the bars right. But something to keep us going.
Mm.
Perhaps mine would be to not be compared to my mother all the time. Uh,
Uh,
to start my own business. I've always loved seeing we crafting with weavers, uh, seamstress.
Benor, you notice Benor sort of point her blade at you. She's using just to carve up the meat, her part of the meat. He says, "You and I are not so different there." She's just putting it into the small slit in her helmet.
who is she
Did your
talking to?
mother to Hajime? And she says,
Ah,
"Did your mother ever throw you to the walls in a den full in an arena filled with horrible monsters?"
my mom did.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah, it's
but
how we became adults in our village.
mm, no, but for the first 40 years of my life, no one in my court knew I even existed.
Roll an insight check, Hajime, and anyone in the party.
It's like
And insight on who?
Lenore.
Yes, I will do it with my 2 wisdom, with my 2 insight.
who knows? Maybe I get a 21 with like us.
Oh, dang.
Hey, that's better than I expected.
Alright, you all notice, as you say that, a bit of a pained shift in as she adjusts herself. Almost as if, she's, that's brought back something from her memories.
It's like that.
Mm.
Oh, I know what that feels like. A pained sigh. Just.
Mm.
She sort of grumbles.
Oh no, the worst part is when I had to kill my own father.
You too?
Oh yeah, he betrayed our clan. He died. That's how it works.
You hear her scoff. My father sold his honor to a mind flayer.
At least you guys had the courage to do what you guys did. I just stand around and watch my friends hurt.
I didn't have a choice. My honor was in the line. If I had let him live a minute longer than necessary, then not only would that be a great dishonor to my mother, but also my even greater dishonor to I.
I did it because he was dangerous to my people.
I never knew my father. It was uncouth for a Fey noble to have relations with a mere mortal.
Your father sounds like a dick.
Well, I can't even confirm or deny that because I've never met him. That's partly the reason I left to begin with.
To Cod.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Duke, you do realize you stepped into something you can't step out of now, right?
With what?
What do you mean?
Warchick stands up and hugs her, goes, "I am your father now."
God damn it.
Mm.
Or just stares at you. You have lost all respect from me, former Furbolg. In my opinion, she doesn't need a father. Look at her. She was able to hold her own against that big, you call it a Triceratops, albeit with assistance. But she's fought bravely.
He looks her right in the eye and goes, "And why do I need the approval of someone I do not know?"
You have gained my respect again, former Furbolg.
Like, looks her right in the eye, pretty much gives her the verbal "fuck you." Thus, you have earned my respect again.
In my opinion, she's already gained strength enough. If she is hunting for her father for honor, then it would be a pointless endeavor. From where I stand, she's as honorable as they come.
I am sorry to do this to you, Auntie, but Warchick starts looking around, like checks his pockets.
You're searching for a fuck to give.
No, he's searching to where he asked.
God damn it. Alright.
I'm sorry, I cannot find where I asked you about anything.
Hmm. This is not the moment where we all stand. Sorry, you're saying.
I just did.
Either way, the point being.
Yes, he actually he actually taps several parts of his body. They actually open up.
Yeah, multiple pockets. The dwarf then says, either way, my point is, in my clan, you would be respected as not as royalty, or if you much prefer, nobility. Where I come from, nobility is earned through bloodshed, and from where I stand, no one in your age bracket has spilled more blood in comparison to to even I as a child.
He just looks at her, like standing over her, and he holds out his arm.
She looks like quizzically.
Take my arm.
She adjusts her helmet. As long as you don't take my helmet, but she grabs her forearm. Rather your bicep, you know that like grasp.
Yeah, like pretty much what he's going to do is he's going to whack his head against her helmet.
Alright, make an athletics check.
This isn't like I am attacking you. This is more like
friendly headbutt, where you're
like this is a test of strength, and she would kind of get that.
23. Wow, you give her a nasty headbutt. And she manages to barely take it, but she's clearly dazed. But you can tell that when it comes to her strength, she's not fucking around. She's got something there.
You have my respect, helmeted one.
Sort of shakes her helmet a bit. And you see it come loose. Let's see here.
And he is actually going to not look. Because that is something between her and her lord.
Yeah, and does Normal Live look away?
I was just like, I was looking away when they started goofing around, just like already drinking.
Well, the only image I have is of Les Oiselle from Baldur's Gate 3, so I'm not going to be using that. But essentially, yeah. Actually, is she looking?
Yeah. So, is anyone looking at her with her helmet off, or one of them?
Sorry, you were saying, Flutter? Make a sleight of hand check. But Hajime, do you look or no? It'd be like quick. It's like a quick spur of them. Yeah.
The question.
It's the question of like, do you actually want to see Benor without their helmet or not? Like,
I don't think I understand in character the
ramifications.
All right, for your 10.
I will look.
All right.
Considering I don't understand the social significance of this.
Yeah, I just know I wasn't paying attention to what was going on with it doing because it's like I'll let them be.
And out of game, I am curious what she looks like.
Go ahead and roll Flutter. Oh, okay. Modify 20. So make a perception check. Masked. 33. I'm really disappointed. There's not a lot of GIF art. Not even for characters. God, it's just...
Give me a second, Auntie.
I'm just using good. Forgive me.
Art for what?
I'm Githyanki.
Githyanki.
Who?
A Githyanki. It's a race she is.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever search through Pinterest, Auntie?
fuck?
How monkey is like? How much of a monkey is she?
How much of a monk? Not really. She's
Hmm.
built for muscle. But essentially, I was posted in Thursday group chat.
Oh God, did I do something stupid?
You see, like an almost upwards facing, forward facing bat-like nose, ears sharper than any elf you've ever seen, and not golden eyes, but deep crimson eyes.
I just imagine all I see is this out of the corner eye, just like take that step and just like finish this and just like by the time she goes to double check, the helmet's already back on. It's like yeah.
And you see like small brown spots like across her face, like freckles almost.
Hmm.
And
But she knew this was coming. He literally gave enough social cues for her to like not go like, oh, like you did that out of nowhere.
No, she's not going to be angry at it. She's just. I had a roll for how well she fastened her helmet. You surpassed the DC for that, so yeah.
So question is, how many people notice? Like how many people does she notice that noticed her without a helmet?
Let's see here.
You know what? He's going to look because he's right in fucking front of her.
Yeah, you can't exactly just.
She can't tell. She's
Look
dazed.
away.
Yeah, please.
And he just picks up her helmet, and I put a Githyanki in the Thursday chat.
Another one.
Looks like it's still okay. There we go. Yeah, kind of like that basically, except minus the armor.
And he just tilts his head. You look quite lovely.
Make a general charisma check.
All right. With my 11 charisma.
Hey, slightly better than my 10. Oh no, wait, I have a 12. Never mind. I forgot that's character.
I'm. You know what? I'm going to use my once per session reroll on this.
Ah yes, romance the Githyanki. Nothing bad has ever happened. Actually, no, nothing bad has ever happened from that. Let's see here. Let's see here.
And here's the thing: he is doing this so fucking deadpan. Like,
nothing bad has happened yet so far. So Vera incidentally did it. If I recall correctly, yeah, you incidentally did it because you managed to beat her in fair combat. Feel free to correct me. Was it fair combat? Yeah, all spells was allowed. Yeah, martial, whatever, 1-on-1, no intervention.
Regardless, her general response.
Although I think she would be calm and learn that I was going to attack at that time.
She probably would. But 17, she just fastens it and begins to like sort of downward angle and begins to like shake and fasten the chainmail that's attached to the helmet from the back.
Like, while she's still under the clothes, or does she remove it first, or what?
Huh?
Like, while she's still under the cloth, or does she remove it first, or what?
Remove what?
The cloth. Remember the cloth that they're over her to try to hide her identity?
Yeah.
Check for?
Yes, this is like after that, like yeah. So yeah, this is after that she like does it. She fastens it like while under the helmet or under the blanket. So
did he notice anything like blush or?
you aren't able to tell through a helmet, especially. Well, I'll repost her image, her art here in the Thursday group chat.
She should put it back on before saying anything, essentially.
Yeah.
And she still hasn't said anything, right?
Yeah, she's not saying. Actually, hold on, let me see.
Coin flip to see if she says it before or after she puts on the helmet. That's it you can do at this point.
She doesn't acknowledge you at first, as she's fastening the helmet back in, and simply says, tell anyone of this, and no matter how much I respect you, I will personally force your soul back into your old form and kill you twofold. But thank you. But, and she says, but thank you, I think.
He just looks at her. Honestly, if you were to beat me in a fair fight, I'd be smitten. He just walks away. Though he does turn around and says, I saw nothing.
Alright, Vera, make an insight check. If you want, that is, but you get advantage, I don't. Yeah, you know her. So with a 15, same really relaxed posture. She's just through the helmet staring at him. She just turns her head quickly, grumbles, and adjusts her helmet even more. Yes, a drink would be.
Oh my god! Oh my god! She is Sindare!
Very. You're not wrong.
Yeah, so
I have no interaction with her.
yeah.
Yes!
Yes, basically.
So yeah, Norlai will
Can
hand
go.
over and hand her one of the beers I made. Just a like.
He produces what looks like some sort of. She produces a small, a very thin, very small, cylindrical,
I know what a straw is.
light. You wouldn't have seen. No one's seen a straw. She pulls it out, sticks into your bulk thing, and.
Well, I actually, yeah, it probably looked like a modified reed. Yeah, that's what they.
It looks like a modified reed.
Yeah.
The reverse reed.
Yeah. So I'll just be like, that's interesting.
What's interesting?
Like the
My
modified.
face.
No. Norlai just says very blankly, it's like, look, I usually don't give two shits about looks. I didn't see nothing, nor do I care. So, just enjoy the drink. I was just saying it's interesting about that modified read.
No, you say that, sorry. Your character says that, and then she just reacts and quite violently. And sorry, Flutter, what were you saying? Yeah. She then just sort of just grumbles, not working. You assume eye contact with you as she just sits down, legs crisscross, and angrily consumes your alcohol. Which drink did you give her?
One of the standard beers that I made earlier that was being kept in the bag of holding.
Right.
So it's nice and cold.
She doesn't get drunk from the beer because it's not a lightweight. It's gonna last. And she said, and she stopped like in mid, like you see, in like a single long sip, halfway through the bottle, she says, and she, your drink is very good. As she continues, sipping, drinking angrily. She doesn't initially react, she double takes it. And she just slowly pulls herself off to the side a bit, not breaking eye contact. She double takes to you, Vera, and then she just sort of slides herself off to the side a bit.
Who is Odin? We had the great spirits.
That was the
If I
logical figure I read in a book once in the library.
Thank you for the
It said
call.
that he, it said that he, was offered a stick with some sort of magical elixir, and then he just took like one long sip of it and tried to think it's something delicious. I'll have to look it up again later.
Is he
I
a man? Was
s-
a man or a god?
God, I think he was a god.
He
Let me
was.
just double check.
He was. One of the things. One of the many things we have to learn is the different gods and cultures in the mortal world, and Odin is one of them.
eh. Sounds like
He's
someone I want to fight.
Well,
I
he's
think he's
the.
one of the dwarven gods.
She just nods her head. Odin is the All Father to the dwarves.
Whatever happened to the great forge master?
Uh, well, Ethos was lost to eternity after the first forge was created. No one he hid it. No one knew where it was, and he himself went into hiding.
so,
That does not sound like him.
put your
Odin.
Agni,
Uh,
quit your yapping. We must preserve our energy for the next day. Especially you, as she points to you, Vera. You did well this fight, and so did all of you. But do not grow overconfident. Much like any yak toll, anything something earned can still be taken. She'll just
That's why I
goes
need to fight twice as hard.
as she'll then stand up. I will now go to my quarters. Good night, as she will sort of walk. She'll just walk over to her tent.
Pulls out snail shell, whispers something into it, and opens the door and steps in.
Uh-huh. Anyone else want
People
to?
thought it was a useless item.
Anyone else want to sleep with a snail shell?
I mean, of course.
Yes, if offered, but I was going first watch, so.
Benor will join you in first watch. Well, yeah, watch.
well,
How many people can it hold comfortably?
Several medium-sized creatures.
I'd say 7 or 9, 6 at most.
Oh
So,
yeah, it can fit all of us.
that being said,
Yes.
that we end the session there. So, what do you guys think of the? I'll let me end the session there. So, what do you guys think?
Could you repeat that last part?
What do you guys think?
No, I couldn't understand that. The last thing.
Well, and with that, we end the session there.
Okay.
yeah.
And
You don't want me to stop the recording?
hang on, as we close out, we're just gonna close out on here just staring out into the darkness, lost in thought.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
But
With you again.
The dark.
Auntie, did you want me to stop recording really quick? Before
Yeah.
okay.
And before the